Sweet, we are live now. We'll begin in about 3-4 minutes. You know what to do? You guys soon.
Doubt it.
I see there were things added to the journal. The Icarus training arc reveals the darker side of the world's greatest city. Phoenix blows up Icarus. The Icarus training continues, this time with Mouthers, a mini on the menu.
I love how like straightforward it is. Phoenix blows up Icarus.
4 little words. Oh God, it's great.
That's missing a bit of context, but you know.
Yeah.
It's so matter of fact. This is like
Yeah.
also this also happened. Anyway, moving on.
Like, it's one of the smallest sentences on this journal. You might just skip over it, but holy shit. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like the Icarus training arc reveals the darker side of the world's greatest city. Phoenix blows up Icarus. The Icarus training. Wait. Let's go back a minute.
It could just say Phoenix blows it all up.
Doesn't even have a period at the end, so it just sounds so casual.
Yep. Oh God.
Dear lords.
Versus Mouthers a many on the menu. Like, all the alliteration right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you get used to it. I mean, it's Sakura's second time blowing up the city, so it's like, I'm sure Falco was like, "Yeah, we've been here before."
Man, it's such an escalation to a training arc reveals a darker side, and then immediately followed by blows it up.
It's almost like we found like the dark side. We're just like,
Yeah.
fuck all this.
Oh God.
That's hilarious.
Makes us look kind of unhinged in a way.
A bit.
Okay, now I'm gonna be the horrible player. This post that Falcon made earlier about our enemies. Average, who is Yasuke? I'm not remembering them.
Oh, we haven't actually met him in the actual in the campaign yet.
Okay, thank God, because I was like, what? Was I sleeping during that?
Who?
Oh my God.
No, he's the other blood hunter guy.
Okay.
Besides Nikita.
Yeah, there was 2 of them in your opening montage thing. But...
The only thing we had with Yasuke was Emra embarrassing himself trying to hit Yasuke when we were kids.
Oh.
Yeah. He also cut my head off in like a dream, which was like a flashback.
Yeah. The
Like
first time we
initial,
saw
like, clone
the clone Emra, he had killed you.
You know the funny part about that? I might have already said this. So the week before that happened, because we were talking about like the questionnaire or whatever, like what we want to see in the campaign. I told Falcon like after the session, like while we were still here, I was like, I want to 1v1 this man Yasuke. And the very next week, he had a scene where he just cuts my head off. I was like, oh, I guess that technically happened.
Are you
There's the
sure you
1v1.
want to 1v1 this guy?
Evidently, no.
Thank you for the follow, Sue513. Once you get to the character screen, you can give one of the players inspiration.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you, sir.
Or ma'am.
Or ma'am. Or Eldritch Abomination, really.
Or anything.
Man.
During the stream, I'm not going to talk too much to the chat, but I will be typing there when I have the moments in between. So don't worry, we won't be ignoring you. And please call me Susie, she said. So Susie it is.
Hey, Susie.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
we keep our DM very busy.
You know, I see it now. The Sue513. Yeah, I see it.
It's all coming together.
The bigger picture. All right, so let's get a roll call going. Then we'll do the opening and to recap. Aria,
Here.
Emra,
I'm a big kid now.
and Lewis.
No, you're not.
Hi, hi.
Judith. He's Judith.
He's not listening in Discord.
Oh,
so
he's
I
not
don't know.
listening. Oh, he's got the. It's like a 10-second delay on the stream too. But I will assume he's here whenever he's here. And Sora.
I am here.
Excellent. So you know the drill. I'll see you all in 30 seconds. Time to roll those credits. All right, excellent. We've got one player in chat. We're all accounted for. I believe this week Aria is treating us to the recap.
Yep. So we are on the airship flying to our next destination. When we've gotten on board, Aria will find a spot that she can have her back against the wall so no one can come up on her, and she'll get comfortable and she'll take out her book and she will start to journal in it. Thankfully, the evening passed by uneventfully, despite the curiosity that is Cornelia. The jury's out on that one. Thankfully, she isn't a part of my assignment, so I don't have to get to the bottom of such a creature. I'll tell you what, though, Cornelia may put people on edge, but there's one in this party that's more peculiar than she. Amrit. While the rest of us was taking in a bite to eat, he was getting jazzed up, and I don't mean like a pre-game pep talk. It was odd. He had an extra pep in his step, as if he was headed out on a date with the guy or gal of his dreams. All possibilities of it being pre-mouth jitters was out the window, as even his companions thought he was acting off. The truth would come out later, during a rather inopportune time. Turns out he had ingested the medication that was intended for Clamdor's injection. Who knows what possessed the boy to do such a thing, but it definitely made things, shall we say, interesting. While in the portal room of the place they call Mother, a variety of opportunities presented themselves. After a brief discussion, it was decided that we would attempt to take on two mid-level threats, beginning with a putrid lake dragon known as Xanthora. Our arrival was unpleasant enough, with diseased trees laden with worms that attempted to burrow their way into our bodies. Turns out they were a byproduct of Xanthora, who spared very little time before surfacing and greeting us. I don't think I'll ever become so accustomed to the foul presence of a mouther that my skin won't crawl when in one's presence. Finding ourselves surrounded by an array of parasitic worms and the appearance of dual Xanthoras, that is when we were presented with solid proof that Amrit had partook of Clamdor's de-aging concoction. The full-grown man shrank to a mere child, with a physical appearance of being around 9 or 10 years old, the reversal of puberty causing his gruff voice to give way to a gleeful child having the adventure of his lifetime. There was not much time to give thought to what shenanigans were afoot, as the wannabe sea serpent soon grabbed a hold of Lewis and drug him down beneath the surface of the foul water. Sora dove in after him. I'm not quite sure what happened in those depths, but when they both surfaced, they were not only covered in the muck of the lake, but Lewis's black markings had grown as well. The encounter eventually ended, but not before Judith took her turn at upending expectations. The woman was impressive earlier in the fight when she had written a lullaby for half the parasites on the field, but now she stood defiantly between the mouther and the child Amrit. It nearly killed her to do so, And in the end, the child she kept telling to stay back ran up to the monster's duplicate and brought about its end. Now we're on our way to the next target, a male Banshee by the name of Banshori. She writes dot dot dot. She looks up from her book for a moment, turns to a different page. On this page, there are 3 names written at the top of it. As she writes on this page, there's never more than 25 words written at a time. As she gets to the 26th word, the first one she wrote glows and disappears with the same strokes that she had used to place it there. She writes, Apollo, you were right. My time with this group is anything but boring. I'm glad to report that their spirits seem to have begun recovering from their loss of Phoenix. I finally made contact with Lewis's inner beast, though I'm not certain if I'm aiding him or hastening his end. He's a little lighter for now, anyway. She pauses briefly as she watches the writing undo itself. Then she begins a new message, one to the first name written at the top of the page. My prince, I have finally seen the group from the Academy in action. They are unconventional, to say the least, but they are full of promise. Today I witnessed an impromptu birthday celebration for one of their inner childs. These bonds that they have created, their devotion to one another, it will be invaluable in the fight to come. I wish you could see with your own eyes, my dear, that though a great darkness lurks, there is great light ready to stand in defiance, just like your days of old. And she tops it with a small little heart and watches it all disappear.
Outstanding. 1d2 plus 1, please.
Woohoo!
Well deserved and well earned. You get maximum inspirato.
I already have 2, so can I give 2 away to someone else? Did anybody need
Yeah.
this?
Toss them out.
I could
I'm at 1 right
use
now.
them.
Okay, we'll split it between Busy and Cloudy, 1 each.
Thank
Thank you
so
very much.
as Aria said, you guys are on a spacecraft, a flying ship towards your next destination, towards Banshori. You're going to arrive soon, but there's always time for RP in between here and there. So why don't we get to that map? We've also got to babysit. We've got Emrud, but it doesn't quite look like Emrud. Like something else. We travel to Banshori's keep.
Oh my goodness.
That's adorable. Wait, is he flipping us off?
He's flipping you guys off.
God, that's perfect.
So after drinking the potion or the injection that made him a child, they have artwork that now reflects him as a child, and it's gold. So with you all on this vessel and him dangerously at the tip of the nose of the small flying ship, what are the rest of you doing as Aria's in her notes?
Have you ever seen like motherly monkeys with their young? As Amrut gets close, her tail kind of whips around, grabbing him by the foot there, and kind of reels him in. Hey now, I do not want Amrut pancake today.
He's doing exactly what it looks like in the picture right now, in your direction.
Oh, someone has an attitude today, okay? You want to play this game with me, young rat?
He kind of looks in like the other direction.
She tries to tickle you, but she more jabs you in the sides.
Lewis?
I'm gonna try and get free in the meantime.
Wait, are you really gonna wrestling him at the edge of the ship like that?
Yeah, what's the problem?
Okay.
No. En route, not farther back. Further back. You were saying, Lewis?
Well, Lewis is just dealing with motion sickness out like the side of the railing.
Ooh, yeah, the lack of depth perception probably do that to you. Whoa.
Oh god, now the motion sickness is kicking in IRL.
The ship is not taking long. You know you'll arrive there in less than 5 minutes to wherever Banshori is. It's not an exact location or art, but you're really close to its vicinity. At the top, you see our friend Minerva looks to Aria and just says, "You've got a lively group to look after. Sure you're up to the task?"
Not at all, my dear, not at all.
Amarillo looks like at Lewis. What's wrong with you?
Well, let's just say mine up here is not exactly good on the stomach.
Hmm? He like looks at you for a minute and starts like shoving you back and forth.
Oh god. And he's just trying to concentrate fully on just not puking.
Meanwhile, yeah, we've got Judith here taking photo of all of this unfold. So someone snipped them a picture. After a while, you guys would get really close to your destination, and Minerva asks, "So you taking the little man down, or do I have to babysit?"
Adia looks
Totally
to everybody else.
Yeah, Judith typing. Lewis is throwing up, and Sora, no, this is the bad world. If Sora's the only adult adulting right now.
That sounds like a fun idea.
Judith claims responsibility. Okay. She drops the rope ladder and says, "Well, we're right here. Banshori's certainly in the area, so do your best to dispatch him, and I'll be ready. And you know what to do, Judith. When it's time, just let me know in the sky."
Do you have any advice for this one?
It's a male banshee. If it opens its mouth, I don't really know what to tell you except for good luck.
Maybe if we fill his pie hole before he screams, we have a chance.
There you go.
All right. I shall try and mush up all the food I have on me.
The rope ladder is suspended, and she bids you guys farewell and good luck.
What's pie?
It is the type of bread, but you fill it with sugary types of jams, sometimes fruits.
I'm sure if we get back to Mother, we'll be able to find you one and you could discover.
All right, and you guys will eventually climb down, wondering what pi is, and it's not the math equation. Hopefully. In any case, as you guys do go down the roped ladder to the destination, a copy young just in case I have the wrong token. Do I have the right token? Yeah, nice. Kid Emerald is there. When you guys finally do touch down, you had started this adventure in the middle of the day, but now it's nighttime, so you're relying on your dark vision, if any. I'm not sure if you want to light a torch in here and give away your positions, but it's certainly an option. What are you all doing in this random brush that you've been descended into?
Trying to get out of it without it ruining my dress.
As Lewis descends from the ship with everybody and noticing how dark it is, I'm gonna need you guys to help lead. I can't see Jack down here. even if we lit a flame, I doubt I'd be able to see anything anyways.
All right, then we will have them come to us.
And I can produce light if we're ready for such a thing.
Sounds good.
I know Judith can do it too, so well, sometimes I hurt her though, so Judith, you'll have to let us know if you do light as well, but I will cast light.
On yourself, or should I put it on somebody else?
Does anybody want it on them? If not, I'll do it on myself.
I guess I'm fine with Lois having it.
Okay.
She'll put it on your shield.
Sounds good. That way, if I'm up front, then everybody can see the enemy too.
The light illuminates onto your shield like a miniature sun because of its circular shape, and you'd see a fair bit further than before.
Much better.
We're giving our position away.
Well, it's better than being caught off guard because I can't see Jack, I guess. Struggles of being a human. Now then, let's see if we can find any traces of where that thing went. And Lois would like to try to look at the ground to see if there's like any traces of like animals like damaging the environment or like footsteps or anything like that.
You do give me a nature check or survival, whichever you're better at.
Definitely survival in this case.
You're not able to pick anything up, unfortunately. Probably because it's dark, and even with the light illuminating the immediate area, it's still a lot to keep track of. Not to mention, we do know that you have a pretty poor perception as of late, even if this isn't a perception check.
Yeah.
Well, you always looked blind, so.
Zora crouches down near these mushrooms she sees. Can she kind of examine them and see if she can recognize if they're the kind you can eat or the kind that you best not be touching?
Same thing, nature or survival is fine for this check.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, you know that they're called rupal tops. That they're really good for handling things like stomach aches and stuff. They've got a light luminescent to them, but they're not enough to fight against the darkness.
All right. Sora's going to pick a couple of them and put them away in her bag. Say like one consumable amount of mushrooms, I would say.
I would say since you've got a little bundle there, I would just put 5 uses, and whenever it's relevant, mark one off.
Okay. 5 fun mushrooms. Totally not a drug. Okay.
Suppose with the light being shed from Lewis and your own goggles of night made by the legendary Phoenix, you can see that there's a set of stairs here. They're some type of facility, even though there's nothing supposed to be here.
Oh. Yeah, I expected to find a creepy thing like that in a grave or maybe in a forgotten battlefield, but what is this?
Real quick, maybe I missed it, but were we told that we were like being dropped off in wilderness or outside a city, or like is this different than our expectations?
You know that the Banshori was next to the lake monster, but there wasn't any like city or specific area, so we could assume wilderness.
Okay.
Odd.
Do the buildings look old or freshly built?
Really, I would say really old. With Lewis's light, not just the dark vision since it's gray, you could see that it's worn. This place has been here for a long time.
I don't recall this being on any of the maps.
Well, it is a pretty big place to be fair. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple buildings here and there.
Sora is going to rub her palm against the tops of these bricks. Is there like a lot of sediment and or like signs this has been here a while?
On the bar, yes, on the steps, it seems quite worn, and there's dirt and there's footprints in it, which that your passive can pick up on. In addition, there's a very faint light peeling under the door to the south, or at least directly in front of your character, meaning that whatever is beyond that door, there is a light source inside, so someone might be there, unless a freaking fire is brewing.
All right, I think maybe someone's home. Should we be polite or sneaky?
I think politeness would probably be most appreciated.
Okay.
Like we're causing any trouble around here?
You see him like take out his knife as he approaches the door.
No, not yet.
We don't know that.
Just leave it behind you. Just don't make it look like you're about to take their candy or something.
Yeah, it's like behind his back.
Big smiles. And she knocks on the door. Hello, Yelena.
You hear some gasping or some other type of, unable to pick up exactly what it is, but some type of response that isn't a question, just a noise. But if you're, what do you have, 15 passive perception?
I have a passive perception of 16.
16? You could kind of hear just like grunts and stuff from inside. But, and then there's probably low talking, but for you it's so faint, it's you can't really discern any of it.
Sorry to intrude. We saw this place and was wondering if anyone was home.
There's no response.
Sora's gonna look to Lewis and nod her head at it and make a punching motion.
Lewis takes a step forward toward the door. We're from the Fairlands. We're here to help out with whatever mothers come around these parts. We promise we're not here to cause any harm.
You hear that clear as day. Help mouthers? You're here to help mouthers?
Help deal with them.
How are you going to deal with them? How?
Maroon Warriors?
Real quick, do we feel the aura that Mouthers give off?
You can feel an unsettling feeling. You know that you're in the right area. He's probably not close, like beyond that door, because you would definitely know if he was.
Okay.
You see there's some whispering. You're here to kill the Mouther?
Like puts his hand like on Lewis's like chest. Like he like reaches up and like taps his chest. He kind of like shakes his head to him.
We're at least here to check out the situation. Whether we could actually do it is another story.
But you're Rune Warriors, yes?
Lewis wants to try to do insight to try to detect any sort of... How do I suppose this?
You can. I'll be at a disadvantage because you're behind the door. You can't really see their expressions or anything like that. It's faint.
Yeah. If you're
What
really
is
muffled.
and what is also like the tone of the voice too?
It's just like, I think it's, you can kind of hear it startled, but that could be maybe they're scared of the Mouter, maybe they're scared of you guys. But it does seem nervous, but you also know there's Mouther in the area, so they have some warrant to be.
Understandably.
Your check.
You're not able to pick anything up, but the voice just goes, "Are you there? You said you're Rune Warriors, right?"
Yes.
See.
My name is Sora. I like to make friends wherever I go.
Excellent. We'll
can
be
I
your
have your
friends. We could be your friends if you liked.
Sure, what do we have to do?
I don't know.
Question, Falcon.
Yeah.
So, if Amrit goes away, we basically he goes around this corner here. Is this like the rest of the building here, or is that like windows, or?
There doesn't seem to have any windows. It seems to be well shut in, as though it doesn't want any light inside, save for the light that's there. But yes, the building does continue.
Gotcha. It's like a castle. It's like a stone made of like stone, or
It's built into the side of a mountain, so if it's a network, it may run into the mountain. Otherwise, it doesn't look that large. It could be a really small temple. And speaking of a temple, creature opens the door, charging with a knife towards Lewis. Lewis, can give me a dex or an athletics as he runs and goes, "Kill our master!" We're talking to cultists. Cultists that love and praise mountains. So you can try to catch his hand with an athletics, like wrestling with him, or you can try to avoid the dagger. In either case, we're gonna roll initiative. Is yes, this you found a temple that worships Mouthers.
Lois is gonna try to catch it.
Why is there? Oh, the lights. Okay, the light source got in there.
Oh.
No, there's like two blank broken arts in the thing, but it's the light source. So you try to grab it, but the knife goes into your shoulder a little bit. You'll only take 2 damage as you catch it just before it digs deep into your shoulder. But at that same exact moment, Aria does not hesitate, immediately act.
I think we're gonna do a firebolt. Trying to remember, her hex is still up. To move that, that's a bonus action. Cool. So in like one fell swoop, we will move our hex to the cultist that is coming after Lewis as her bonus action. And then we will firebolt that thing.
Okay. That hits. Ah! No! My lord! Get the demon! By the way, their bodies light up, even though it's only supposed to light up objects in the environment or wood and other stuff like that. Their bodies capture an unholy flame and they're reduced to dust. That is enough to kill them.
Oh my.
Oh, these guys are regular.
This cultist, cold demon of old, please come. We call upon your strength this day. Protect Banshori. Protect his ways. Quell our friends on this darkest day. That guy is using his action to perform a ritual. Young Rut, you're up.
Already. So Young Rut, that's a crazy rap name, by the way. Young Rut, you already know who it is. Anyway, he's gonna go to the door. And he'll throw his dagger towards this cultist here.
Okay. You see he's like actively charging at you with his sacrificial dagger. Ah! You throw your dagger at him. You get him right in the shoulder. Does the necrotic portion apply here or no?
It does not, no.
Okay, you nearly kill him, but as he staggers forward, breathing heavy.
Gotcha. Oh, and he'll run in here too, but then swing his scimitar. And basically, the way he has to do it is like he throws the dagger so he can have like a free hand. Then he kind of like rolls around like with both hands on the scimitar. This is like the side of his body now.
You see,
It's probably a little too heavy.
you see, he parries it because your scimitar's it's like a great sword now. Since you're a kid, and when you swing this, you have to get used to it. But he parries with his sacrificial dagger just barely.
Gotcha, and he'll start like fighting this guy. The first one to run into the situation.
This one sees you and he looks to the other. Quick! The ritual will be faster if more of us do it. Oh, maiden of the shadows, lend us your hands. Spread your wing. Let mayhem take hold. And transit action ritual. This one over here. Steps in front. I shall have no intrusion. And you see this line right here in front of our good friend Rut. Well, Rut, you owe me a dexterity saving.
Nine.
Lewis kind of noticing the effects start to go off in this general area will just like fall forward, essentially, just grabbing at the drapes and try to pull it to pull Amrit back for where is it? Aaron's excellence.
All right, that means you get a reroll.
Alrighty.
Give me advantage or reroll on it.
There we go.
Excellent. You're able to avoid it, and this is a weakened wall of fire given to him by whatever deity he serves. So instead of it being all or half on a save, it's all or nothing on a save, unless you decide to stay in your space. You can move up to 5 feet to stay out of the wall of fire, or you can remain there and take half the damage.
I'll move 5 here.
It does eat up your reaction to make that decision.
Okay.
Okay. So you take no damage, but the wall of fire does rise up in front of you, and he's surprised to see you on this side. Slippery little boy. Sorry, you're up.
Okay. Does this wall of fire have how high up is it in this room?
It looks like it's capped out at the ceiling, which is 10 feet, but it probably could have gone further.
Is there a way I can pole vault towards the top?
The answer is yes and no. The answer is if you succeed on the save, you take no damage.
Okay, I will try. That's how I'm gonna flavor that. And
Yeah.
hold on, mapping out my movement. So, what type of saving throw as Sora attempts to vault this?
It's still Dex. I think you're, like you said, you're trying to like vault over in between the flames quickly.
Damn it.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez.
Jesus. The DC is actually only 12, but you that's not gonna cut it. But there is something that happens. Moving through the flame will be difficult terrain. You're still able to move through it. And you are going to be taking a set value of 10 fire damage.
Okay. So that'd be 25 there. You said 15?
15
Or
what?
10?
Oh no,
Fire
it was set 10.
Okay.
Why did 15 feel correct when you asked me that? Did I say 15? I'm pretty sure it should be 10. It's a set number.
Okay. Sora sees that these two are up to no good, being a mischievous person herself, and is going to disrupt their little ritual party, or attempt to. So, let's see, she used 25 to get there. I will have to use Step of the Wind to get closer. Coming out of the flaming wall, like literally smoking. And he's like, ow, ow, ow. Oi! You better not be having fun without me here. What are we up to? And she's going to swing out with her staff at the first one who started the ritual.
You smack him right in the back of his head.
Alright, and I will attempt to stun him in the middle of his ritual.
Alright, make you that con save now. Oh, you succeed. You see his words falter.
Love you, Sora.
Him taken care of, she'll whip around and try and smack this guy upside the head with the other side of her staff. 4, 6 bludgeoning as she just like belly bumps him. It's like, hey,
Enough of that weak speak.
you fight me now.
You would interrupt our maiden of darkness.
I would. And that is it for Sora.
This one goes. If the demon cannot aid us against the foul intruders, then perhaps the angel will. He moves to the left side and begins praying to the angelic statue instead. O radiant Father, where your daughter has failed, perhaps you will succeed. Send us down one of your true angels, the spitting metal fire, blazing eyes of doom. Teach these fools why they shouldn't have intruded in Banshori's duel. And Judith. He did say he would take a photo, so I will move him up for optimal photo taking. And then if one of you guys, so I can take his turn, takes that photo for me, thank you. And then he said he wants to shoot a firebolt, so we'll shoot it at the closest target. Do you think he'll go for the ritual people? What do you guys want me to do?
I think the cultist's real close because Amaret's right there, and he's
Yeah,
supposed to
they're
be
one of
Got
standing
you.
back.
He shoots the cultist closest to young Rut, the rapper, and he just also reducing it
Heads
to
up
death.
about Amaret, get out of danger's way. Stay back here.
Excellent. This is the pile of dust. We'll take him out of initiative. Lewis, you're up.
Okay. From this distance, does it kind of look like the wall of flame is coming from a specific source that could be blocked, or is it just like appearing out of the ground?
You can just hold your shield out and try to temporarily penetrate it, or
Yes. To try to if it's like a flamethrower, getting directly in front of it, type of deal.
so the same thing that we gave to Source, since it's all or nothing. That's kind of the idea, is that you guys are maneuvering around it.
Ah, okay, got it.
And the DC is only 12, so hopefully you can succeed, and then in the fiction you can certainly do that.
Okay, Lewis is gonna run in then. Going over. Turn off through. What's the save?
The save is DC 12, Dexterity.
Got it.
Oh, just barely.
So you did exactly what you said you did.
He just runs forward, but he stumbles along the remains of the cultist's armor a little bit, and just barely manages to hop over. Man, I'm getting too old for this. And kind of seeing Sora has things somewhat dealt with over there, and the cultist on that end uses the last 10 feet of his movement to get a little bit closer. Oh, what's the distance here? That's 30 feet. That's annoying. Oh well, it's better than nothing. Lewis grabs his hand axe out of his bag and tries to toss it at the remaining cultists, or the praying cultists.
You can see that the statue is glowing white, or light, I guess, not white. And then the other one has a faint smoke shimmering from it on the other side.
Not on my watch, and just goes for the toss. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I doubt I'll be able to. Actually, what's the lowest we've seen it? What's the lowest we've rolled that's hit a cultist so far?
17.
17, I think. 17 is the lowest attack,
Yeesh.
though. Actually, no, a
14
14 cobbled dagger hit one.
14. You know what? I'm gonna burst 2 Master's Guidance to get it up to 12.
And 12 is enough.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Does dueling apply when you throw your weapon?
I don't believe so.
Okay. You stab him in the back for 3, and he yelps in pain.
Alright, and that's all I can do for the time being. EOT.
Excellent. So, Aria, you're back up.
She is going to move up closer so she can see what the heck is going on. She, excuse me, steps on just this side of that cultist body. Lewis had been doing stuff off that direction. How far away is it? 45 feet. I think I reach.
Quite a distance.
Let me double check. Fireball. Oh yeah, 120 feet. Again, bonus action, move the hex over to this one that Lewis was shooting at. You are gonna die, boy. Maybe. Let's
Angeli, save me! He screams to the statue. But you shoot him right in the back.
Yep.
You kill him.
And she would like to step back because she has no more movement, so.
Ritual. Young rat.
Alrighty. And we're just gonna pull out the dagger. Probably like this guy's like his chest or like his shoulder. And then he'll also go in the direction of this last cult, or the last two cultists there. And immediately, basically, jump on top of this guy, like try to stab his neck, slit his throat.
I will summon our demon. You cannot stop. Describe the kill.
Aaron will run up and jump and climb up his back up to his shoulder, wrap his legs around his torso, bring the knife around from the front, just pull back.
You just fall down dramatically, tumbling to the ground, and even the cut across the neck with the knife is yet reduced to ash after catching on fire.
And they'll basically twist and basically have the guy break his fall, essentially land on the guy as they both fall to the ground and then jump back up.
Excellent. This one's ritual is unable to go through, and the other one is stunned. You see, with both of them not concentrating on the ritual, that the smoke, which was due to complete extremely soon, fades.
Real quick, is the wall of fire still there, or did the one who cast it?
Oh, correct. That's correct. That would be gone. I apologize.
Okay, cool.
That's a good point. Sorry, you're up.
All right. Seeing young Amrut take down when he killed him, she sees the disappear into flame and smoke. So she looks at this one. It's time to go to sleep, and she'll try a non-lethal bat over the head with her staff. See how that works.
Oh, that is enough to take it out, and yeah, once you defeat him, he doesn't burst in flames unless he's killed.
Okay. Very interesting, fellows. Very nice masks. Didn't feel right just killing him.
The fight promptly ends. You guys dispatch the 5 cultists with relative ease.
Lewis, I have a captive. Are you proud of me?
Good job.
Let's tie him up, see if we can figure some things out.
As far as, I'm sorry, Adia's gonna start walking around, looking at the walls, looking at the pillars, just trying to see if she can figure out what the heck they're in.
You can give me a religion check Seems to be some type of temple, but the degree of it, let's see.
That is not my strength.
Oh,
It is today.
wow.
Sometimes, sometimes you just randomly read something and it happens to correlate with something else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you've seen this temple before. Now, it's not actually typically reserved for Malders. It's reserved for a bout between an angel and a demon. The father was an angel and the daughter was a demon. How they got to that point, we don't know. But we do know that both of them died fighting each other, and in the moment of their death, they had truly became one again. They both forgave each other. And some twisted story that made them remain in the temple, supposedly in this very temple, which was lost for a long time, forever, to be called upon to fight each other again one day.
It's all quite intriguing, but I'm not quite sure what it has to do with our Maltha friend.
Would Lewis find any like daggers or anything off this cultist?
Yeah, they all have a sacrificial dagger. It's kind of curved real strangely, but other than that, if you threw something, you'd find it. You also, at a glance, see that there's between 200 to 500 gold accounting for the crown as well. So you would question whether you should probably take the crown of either of these creatures. Or I guess you wouldn't question anything until Aria informs you that they are very much, if legend true, alive.
Yeah, let's not touch that. As he just like grabs the dagger off of the cultist and just like stashes it on him.
Hey, Amrut,
What?
you see these mushrooms I picked?
Yeah?
How much do you think this guy doesn't know that they're not poisonous?
He like thinks about it for a moment. He's like a really like devilish grin across his face.
And she places one in your palm as it grows. Go ahead and be a little monster.
He'll walk up to this guy and not even like interrogation or anything like that. He just grabs. He's like, well, he's still unconscious, isn't he?
Yeah.
He'll like to try and like smack him away.
You smack him one time and he just slowly opens his eyes.
And I'll just see Emmer like holding like the mushroom up to his face.
You wouldn't dare.
And without even like asking like any kind of questions or any threats, he'll just like jam one like into his mouth.
Oh, no. What is this?
Now listen here, pal. My young friend here wants some answers. We can give you the antidote. Or you could just die a very painful death.
Give me an intimidation. You have an advantage and the DC is only 10.
Okay.
I want to know. Take it out of my mouth, please. I can't talk of him out.
She'll come in and just pry it out of his mouth. Gross. I'll get the antidote. Just start answering our friend's questions.
What do you want?
What's a pie?
A pie? The equation?
I already know the equation.
You mean a regular pie?
I guess.
Oh, for the love.
Where is Banshori?
Banshori. If I betray Banshori, I'll burst into flames.
We're not enemies of Banshori at the moment. We could be potential friends. Just point us in the right direction.
He points to the stairs. It's not hard to miss. There's a descent here.
Are there any house rules I should know?
Yes. Keep the light low. It doesn't like light. Oh fuck! He bursts into fire by speaking one of his master's weaknesses. Oh fuck! It's better than a slow death from the mushroom. Fuck! Fuck! Why did it take you so long? Fuck! He did.
Wow, that one went for a while. That was kind of disturbing. Are you okay, young rat?
He just shrugs.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Well, that's good to note.
Well, we have plenty of light on us.
Yeah, thankfully. Now I think of it, might be a bit better to have a bit more control over this light. Araya, you think you might be able to remove the light from my shield and move it to something a bit more portable like this dagger?
As you wish. I think I can drop a cantrip at will, right?
Yeah. Also, the light spell says you can only have one going at a time, so if you recast it, the previous ends automatically anyways.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she'll do that. And I know Judith has the light spell as well if we want a second item.
Okay, that works. He'll keep the dagger stowed away for the time being. So as to like try to block out the light.
When you get closer to the stairs there, Lewis, and for that matter, Rudd and Judith as well, you can feel the nasty aura. It's holding a presence of fear in it, quite literally. Instead of just this tense, uneasy feeling, this is directly fear. It's attempting to manipulate your mind to be afraid, and you perhaps give pause. A wisdom check will determine that from you and young Rudd. I'll make one for Judith as well.
Got it.
The Mouther's aura, as you know, all Mouthers, which are typically an aberration creature, has either a large aura or a small aura. If they have a large aura, it usually has more minor effects that are just consistent in the environment, such as turning people into mute dogs and wet puppies. Or if they have a really condensed one and has an immediate and highly effective form of combat that helps them now instead of the long run. Right now, Judith's speed is reduced by 5 feet. It's minor, but also if she sees the creature, it may be worse. But for now, she just has a little bit of pause in her step. But Amber and Lewis, you guys are actually safe.
Yeah. He just like shakes his head. Well, at least we know it's definitely here. Well then, you guys think we have anything else we need to prepare for, or let's get this party started?
I'm gonna try and fill its mouth with these mushrooms. See if that helps.
Let's give it a shot. And Lewis stows the dagger to keep the light off for the time being.
Okay. That's roll 20 needs next. A light on and off button that a player can control.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That'd be very helpful.
I'm gonna put you down to just dim light, and then we'll turn on the bright when necessary.
Got it.
But unless there's anything else, do all of you proceed downwards?
Rightio.
Yep.
And I will put. I'll do the same treatment for Judith. Understand the group's desire will have a dim on her, but it can go bright at any time. Let's move you guys downstairs. I'm just gonna move you a little closer, Rhea, just so I can copy you guys. Let's pause it if I don't have you loaded to the next map. When you descend down the stairs, it actually gets narrow to the point where you have to go into a single file, which I'd imagine make you quite uncomfortable. But in any case, eventually you do get to the bottom. And I'm moving you there now. It feels even worse than before, far more eerie than ever. Like you're being walked to the gallows.
Do the torches seem lit right now, or are they off?
The torches are lit, but it's dim light.
Understandably.
The moment you guys walk in here, everyone give me a stealth check.
Got it. I forgot what armor I have. Give me a sec. Chainmail is disadvantage, correct?
Nearly positive, but I don't know if you want to double check.
I certainly heard someone in chainmail walking around. It's not sneaky.
That would make sense.
Like wearing a bag of quarters, yeah.
Yep, disadvantage.
Just in case I'm a roll with inspiration.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 failures. So we would need Emerald and Judith to succeed. Because it's a group check. So if they succeed, then the party succeed. Okay. It's not the worst thing to fail. But of course, it's up to you. Right now, it doesn't seem that you've tracted the voice.
+6.
Oh.
Judith says it's +6. I'm not sure why.
The mod's not there yet. Okay, so then something doesn't hear you. So not being sure something's there, it takes a different course of action. Suspecting something might be in the area, but too lazy to pursue it entirely, you hear, "Hello?" It's coming down from this well area, for those who can see that far. And I think it's lit enough, you all should see the well area.
Dora just looks to Lewis.
Come on now, somebody's there, right? Maybe it's one of you masked fucks.
He kind of keeps up a finger for like 1 more second, just to wait.
Sorry, I didn't know you had a finger up.
Young Rut's
like-
already over there, though.
Yeah, he like crouches at the wall.
See a creature staring at you. It doesn't see you well, but you can see it. Hello?
Does this thing have Mouther energy coming off of it?
No, there's no out there, and she coming up talking cat, but yeah. Yo, Dad, come on now, make yourself known. Just want food. Can you feed me? You haven't fed me. I know I'm your prisoner, but if you'll keep me alive for any reason whatsoever, then why am I not being fed food?
Dora looks to Lewis again with pleading eyes.
Insight.
Sure.
It's a pretty offhand comment, to be fair, but can never be too cautious.
I mean, you never know for sure whether someone's lying or not. You just have a best guess. And right now, I mean, he sounds pretty genuine. Also, your ability to see him may be deceptive. The hole is really small. He's not able to like move through the square. You guys want to be able to move into the room. He can't move out, and he's far tinier than you guys.
Okay, I understand.
So he's calling out through like a literal crack, like about the size of a baseball.
Okay. Lewis gives Sora a nod.
Hello? Nanali?
I knew it. I have my suspicions. You cultist, man. Listen. Whatever you need me to do, that's fine. Just get me some food, please.
Oh, I'm no cultist.
If you're gonna sacrifice it, at least. Wait, you're not a cultist?
No, look at me. Would glorious sunburns belong on a cultist?
I suppose that's a good question. I can't see you too well.
She'll like slowly move her face around in the hole so you can see the sideburns.
Wow, those are some mean sideburns.
How long have you been down here, friend?
I've been down here for about 5 days, I suppose. I mean, if you are my captives, it won't hurt you to tell you why they've taken me, and if you're not my captives, maybe you'll help me. But I am what you call an awakened beast. One of Mother Nature's many spies. I was searching for a mother when they caught me. I think they're going to sacrifice me. Or maybe they're going to eat me. There doesn't seem to be a lot of food around here.
Well, tell you what. I have some rations on me. If I can get to you, you can tell me about that Banshori fella.
Well, certainly the ration isn't that large. I may not be able to fit through this hole, but if it's a piece of bread, just stuff it in the hole.
Yeah, so Sora will bring out some rations, a little bit of Creed sausage in it, break it so it's like easier to push through, and she'll try and get up close and push the food through.
Whoa, sausage, my favorite. He just starts eating it, and he tells you, listen, the cult leader, he's got my eye patch. He's not actually wearing an eye patch right now. And he's got my thieves' tools. And what kind of spy can be a spy without thieves' tools and an eye patch? Okay. Anyways, the eye patch, I could be of very great assistance to you if you were to give me my eye patch back and my thieves' tools.
Okay. We just got to find the fella who took him from you. Do you know where he might be?
Yes, I know exactly where the cult leader is. You go down that hall, the only hall besides the entrance, and you go up north, the first door on the right. Be careful. I always hear him in there talking when his door's open. And he's talking to somebody who never talks back. Maybe he's talking to himself. But if you get me my eye patch and you come around the corner, there are 2 guards in front of my door. Make sure you're pretty quiet about it. The guards, they seem to be walking suits of armor. Animated even.
And what was your name again?
My name is Oof. My parents weren't too creative. It's Toothed without the T.
Well, Mr. Uth without the T, I am going to help you out of there. Me and my friends are rune warriors, so we'll take care of these cultists and we'll get you out.
A rune warrior. Ooh. You know, they call my people us spies from Mother Nature, and a forgotten term, though not entirely true. We're called rune beast.
Judith offers up her thieves' tools, asks if they would be of any assistance.
Yes, those thieves' tools are excellent. Though I can't pick the lock from this side, young lady, I would need you to still get me out of the prison cell. But these will be excellent. I prefer mine because they're well suited to my body. Perhaps I could give you an example. See, you have a normal set, but mine are actually kind of like barding, attached to the, wrapped around me like one would wear armor. I don't exactly have opposable thumbs that I can use, of course, so mines are custom made. But these will do for now.
Judith's gonna get to work and try to pick it.
Oh, there's no lock on this side.
Oh.
Remember, this is a hole in the wall. It's kind of like a breach, and he's speaking to you. It's not intended to be here.
Oh, I see.
The place is old and run down. There's just like a crack in the wall. He's telling you if you go around front, there's 2 guards, and then you can pick that door.
Okay.
But don't worry, we will save Judith's check for when that time comes. So you guys can phone with that. But in any case, he does tell you the eye patch and this custom set would be nice.
Hey. Alright. Sora fits another sausage in there. Hang tight, friend. I'm gonna get you out of there, and I would love to learn more about what rune beasts are.
Yes, yes, yes. If you are cultish, you're quite nice. At least my final days will be spent in peace of mind.
And Sora would go up to everybody and kind of fill them in on everything she had.
Well, sounds like it might be of some help. Would Lewis, having been traveling for a while, ever heard of rune beasts?
Yeah, with Clamdor and the higher ups and people you've been around, I think you and Aria would know without needing a check. They're rare, but you do know that Mother Nature uses the Awakened spell, a 5th level druid spell, because she's a druid, of course, not a cleric. She awakens beast. She trains them up, gives them housing, lessons, and learnings, because a lot of creatures are innately attuned to the runes. So they are called rune beasts, but the true rune beasts of old, much like her wyvern, one of the last, don't really exist anymore. These are just intelligent creatures.
Okay, good to know.
Luckily, they make good spies. Can you imagine a dozen birds that are as smart as you flying around?
Hell yeah.
But Odin does.
Precisely. But in any case, yeah, the floor is still you guys. It seems like we've got a side quest if you wish to pursue it, or you can leave the cat alone.
We must save the kitty.
Agreed. Sounds like it might be able to help us out.
We have to pay maybe a schizophrenic a visit, clear up some armored suits, then we're, I think, good to go.
It was around the corner and the second door on the right, did he say?
I believe so. But maybe we can time our movements with his talkings.
Good thinking. You might want to lead the way. Is not exactly the most stealthy.
The first direction was north, correct?
I thought so.
All right.
So to free the cat, you would go to the south and then right on our map. But he said he would like his eye patch and thieves tools, which the cultist leader has, which is up north, the first door on the right.
Okay, first door on the right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sora comes to there and she like leans her ear in.
Does Lewis hear anything from this door right here, by the way?
Yeah, and you want to try opening it? We've got doors now.
I'm trying to see whether.
You can make a perception, but you're not exactly good at that. To hear what's on the other side.
Yeah, hearing probably my best bet right now, because we can't hear Jack. Percept. Oh.
Well, you are every dog is day. It's dead silent on the other side.
Okay, so there's no sound. Nothing to worry about right now.
I think you getting that confirmation that there's nothing, it didn't sound like there's anything, Judith would peek in. She just kind of peeks in real quick, looks around, and then walks out, closes the door.
Right. Sora is going to lean her ear in to the crack of this door.
Perception as well.
Okay.
You can hear someone talking, like the cat said, or oof said, or oof said. Yes. Day 67. Yes. Day 67. Creature. It's magnificent. It's something special. It's faint. He's not whispering, but he's talking regular, but there's also a big stone door in front of you. And he's not yelling either.
Sora would turn to Amrut. All right, do we scare the pants off of him, or do we jump him?
Amber will like fish like his knife out of his side. Like a quick like throw with his fingers with it.
Okay. She's gonna go in and try and ease this door open.
Give me a stealth or sleight of hand. One is how you be gentle, and the other is general stealth.
I will use a point of inspiration here for funsies.
19's pretty good. You can open the door. It shouldn't be locked. So sitting in the chair, scrambling about, is this guy. Apparently the cultist leader, according to the cat. He's writing stuff down in his ink, and then he stops, and he slowly turns to you. Did you think you could sneak up on me?
You have something I want.
And on that, we agree. You should have brought more than 2 people. And he gets out of his seat. He does not know that you got 3 people around the corner.
Is it loud enough for us to hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's not exceedingly loud, but you definitely hear it.
Got it. Good to know.
Be free, my summer child.
And you're able to, you be free, young run.
Awesome. Emerald will like run. He'll like kind of like snake his way around, like run alongside the like the side of the room, and try to like go to like this guy's like blind spot.
It's fast.
Then also again try and swipe at him.
Stab him right in his side.
Then as he buckles, he'll try and like swing at his throat as well. Now he's like getting like closer to his height. He can like swing up.
He holds a dagger in his flesh as your other weapon then comes down and cuts him as well. 13 being exactly what you need to hit him.
Awesome. Then he'll basically like just like pull it out and like stay in his like his stance.
Dora.
As Amrut jumps him, Sora can't help but like sniffle and kind of rub her eye for a second. They grow up so fast to be murderous beasts of nature. And she then charges in to assist. Where he sees her get up onto her pole as her bonus action just in time to see the other end of the staff come flicking up to meet him at jaw level for 6 points of bludgeoning.
Yeah, you bop him for 6. Ugh!
Give back the eye patch, and your face can keep to its same shape.
I see. You're spies for that mother whore.
Excuse you, watch your language. For another 9 bludgeoning.
He busts his mask and it falls off, and you can see a scarred face underneath.
Oh wow. That is not doing you any favors, EOT.
That fucking cat, man. Push her up.
Well, looks like the jig's up. Lewis kicks off the wall. 15. Actually,
Yeah, you didn't
strange
have to
here.
go around like that.
Yeah, it took me a sec to realize. That'll be 15 then. I'm trying to figure out whether we should just try to knock him out or actually kill him. Yeah, I'm at my max distance right now too.
I think these guys die no matter what.
Yeah, probably a good idea. They can't really give us much info without dying. Lewis takes out his hand axe and goes for the toss.
The bad guy, to your surprise, catches it.
Oh.
With his face, he's dead.
Alright, the hand axe just like spins rapidly and just cuts directly into like his chin as he whips back onto his table.
Well, we're not out of initiative yet. The local noise has drawn in people in the immediate area. An ugly mofo, so you don't see them yet.
Well, that's probably gonna attract somebody.
All right, is there any marching orders for this yet or no? Around.
I think they're written down.
Walk up 25 feet. Peter comes running in to get that report. We open the sheet up so I'm ready. So
Is there
this,
anyone she could firebolt?
she doesn't see that she can firebolt, but under the impression that this isn't over, I'll have her hold action, firebolt the next hostile creature she sees. And so she's concentrating on firebolt right now. And the Nuperinos are making their way around the corner. These guys are not the quickest creatures. They're gonna dash and immediately fulfill that sight component required to get the firebolt off. And what you see when they come around the corner is this. You can kind of see them in the chat, but let's make it clear. This slow, lumbering creature that dashed to get 40 feet comes around the corner. And then the firebolt goes off.
Gross.
That's a big boy. Or girl.
Firebolt flies at the creature and doing its exact AC again, 13. However, it does 0 damage because the creature is immune to fire.
Oh.
Second one comes around the corner, dashing. And these devilish creatures, they can't speak, nor can they see. They've got wires on their lips, and on their empty eye sockets, they've got wires as well. With that said, Nif is dead, so let's drop him out of initiative. Ivrea is not dead.
Hearing commotion from around the corner, she will peek her head out. That is within range. Seeing that Judith had thrown fire upon it, but it didn't seem to be very bothered by it, we will try instead to do a sacred flame with radiant damage. Oh, bonus action move my hex to it because. Oh, although does hex have to be an attack roll?
I'm almost fairly certain. Unless it just says damage.
It says that you did with an attack, so I think it's
Yeah, attack roll, yeah. Alright, so let me give you this. When you hit with an attack, yeah, attack is in the attack roll. Alright. That is Judith's sheet. Where's my seat? Here we go. It does not get surprised it's not able to nimbly dodge your firebolt. Your sacred flame of me.
woohoo! It's a little bit of something, but I think she's going to tuck back around the corner with her back against the wall here. EOT.
It screeches, but young Rut, you're not going. And remember, we said so. He actually wasn't able to perceive your presence, or he didn't. His passive perception was not above your 19. The reason is because, like most wizards or people, he is a familiar, and this one is the breaking invisibility, attacking you, and that saw you since you were not behind any cover when you opened the door. And also, big stone door opening. Even with your stealth check, and he's looking right at you, he saw you. But yes, there is a closet that's invisible that is attacking you.
Okay. It would be a flat roll with me on the staff.
Okay, let's see here. It's going to attempt to bite you. It is a flat roll, but a 14 is no cigar.
Whoa. Bad.
Bad, whatever you are.
You kill my master. You kill my master.
Hey, you tried to stab me first.
He got me this present. He's wearing an eye patch, and he moves it. He's like, I should have attacked you without the eye patch. I couldn't see you well. Young Rut, you're up.
Emerald's gonna hearing like the commotion. He'll like climb up on the desk and then attack the quasi.
Ah, you've got a familiar too.
Yes, and he's far meaner than you.
Does 12 do it?
He does a backflip. He ain't shit. He dodged it.
He'll like swing at the legs and then like try and stab up as it jumps over the swipe.
That hits it.
Alright. Go to bed. And she will attempt to punch it.
That succeeds. And that kills it.
As she just punches it so hard, it kind of like bounces off the wall a bit. She catches the eye patch in her hand. Alright, eye patch gods, we gotta find the tools, but sounds like we have more company. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I see them looking at you.
Whoa. You are some hefty boys. Or girls. She will throw a dart at disadvantage.
Next. And finishes that one off.
As it like growls at her, she's like, no, and throws the little dart that just lands in between the two stitched eyes.
That thud was it's falling.
That is it for Sora.
Lewis, you've got a different issue, don't you? You don't. Son of a gun.
Well, sounds like we got company. Rounds the corner. Doesn't really find anything, but takes the dagger for the light.
And you slowly, as you draw your dagger, the light begins to shed.
Wow, you were a lot uglier than I thought you'd be. All right then. And tries to get within range. Anything happen when I'm within 5 feet?
Nope.
Okay, goes for the slashes then. 14.
That hits.
Okay, going across the belly, trying to go up toward the chest.
Well, going across the belly was fine. You see that these creatures' poorly stitched body, like a balloon. Ha! You're 8. Partially because he rolled really horrible on HP. Kills it.
At least they're on the weaker end. Okay, so that was 20, 25. Takes another step forward just in case. Double check around.
Sure.
Does he hear anything else approaching from here?
Not at the moment. It's pretty quiet. You dealt with the immediate threat. There's probably most definitely more creatures in here, but they're not close enough to hear what just occurred.
He just lets out a sigh of relief. Looks like we took care of the ones that were closer.
Alright, Amrit, let's find these tools, okay?
Emerald starts fishing around. Not for the actual thieves tools. He'll start looking for like. First will be like a map. He'll try and find like a map or like schematics of this place.
Okay.
And, find it.
Give me an investigation.
Alrighty.
But he is gonna keep an eye and ear out for more people.
I'll use inspo for this as well.
Nuparinos have a very nasty stench to them, so you don't want to stay next to them for long. You're not next to them. I'm just throwing that out there in general. Inspo, okay. So for 14, I'll give you something, but you wouldn't find a map.
Sure.
You would find a map of the local region outside, But for the facility, if it is in here, you weren't able to find it. But you do find a spell scroll. You find 2 spell scrolls. Put those in chat for you, so you can just note them somewhere. They don't have any particular art or anything like that. First level magic missile scroll and an identify scroll, which also covers its own component since it's in scroll form.
We'll pocket those, and then start looking for the cat's items with us, Sora.
So fun fact on Elder Earth, typically only casters can use scrolls. Anyone can use scrolls, but if you're not a caster, then you always have to make that Arcana check, which is typically for if it's too high for your class or not in your spell list. So just consider that. But anyways, what are you doing, Sora?
Trying to find Mr. Kitty's thieves' tools.
You would find it almost immediately because the Quasit with the eye patch is also wearing it like a little fanny pack on his side.
Oh, how rude. Give me that.
There's no argument from him, he's dead.
Just like rigor mortis, like he's like still holding on to it.
All right, we have Uth's things. We just have to deal with his gods, and we can get him free.
You guys got your supplies. You guys can continue, and then whenever if Judas finds stuff, we'll act like it was when you all were here, but it's just obviously on a little delay.
Damn. They're so good at this.
Heck yeah.
And she would give you that feedback that there were 70 days of studies, and it's all about Banshori. It's detailing its height. It doesn't know its weight, but it knows that it stands about 13 feet tall. But since it's slouched over, it looks more like 9 feet. There's noting that it's able to pass through walls, even though it has a very physical body and not a ghostly body. It can move through any physical object. It also notes that unlike a banshee, its screech doesn't instantly kill creatures, but instead it puts them in delirious state on the verge of death. And that is what Judith finds in her report. And you guys can continue.
There seem to be a bit more rooms up north if we want to continue down there. Or we could always recruit that room base help.
I think we would have better odds with a scout team.
It was this way, by the way.
Was it?
I think so.
That was back
Thought
where we
we
came.
had to go south to.
Free the
Oh,
cat,
right.
yeah. Free the cat's down there, yeah.
On me. Lewis will stow his blade for the time being to turn off the light.
Sora will press her back against this wall and then lean to look down.
You see the 2 guards in front of the door. There's light luckily illuminating the hallway, though again it always seems to be dim. They don't seem to take notice to you just yet.
She looks back to everyone, does 2, and then makes it like a big clanky walk gesture.
Emmett rolls his eyes and nods.
And she will begin sneaking. Sneak.
I mean, stealth, and I think Judith would want to scout with you or go with you, so I'll have her do that.
Oh, yeah, I will go with her. Oh, not a disadvantage, so 21.
Okay, let's see if these passes pick up on her. Definitely not you. No, they don't seem to take notice. So as the two of you sneak up next to them, they don't have heads or faces for that matter. They just seem to be literally animated armors. But they're standing extremely, just passively or stagnant, completely still. Anything to describe the fact that you would think that they were just an ornament or a statue otherwise.
Zora, is there like a loose rock or some type of debris?
Oh, there's plenty of little pebbles and stuff scattered all around you, and this place is dirty and it's ruins.
Zora is going to take the biggest kind of one she can find. And what she wants to do is try and overhand it, so when she throws this, it goes over the first one, and it'll hit this one on the side of the head. So the first thing he would have to like look is immediately at his friend.
Sure.
So let's see.
Give me a sleight of hand that will encompass you masking yourself, and if you roll good, also hitting it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh.
As you throw it, you see that the one that you tried to lob over, it goes over its head, but it immediately lifts up its hand and catches it, or slowly turning to you and drawing its sword. That's roll initiative. Judith, having your back, immediately firebolt.
And taking a really cool picture.
A cool picture is a bonus action, and a firebolt which hits the armor, and I do not believe these guys are immune. Nope. So they take the 10 fire. Judith would then not want to be the front line and would move back. At least I'm assuming such. And with that said, young Rut, the real bard, the rapper.
Awesome. I'm gonna move up. Let's see. My screen froze. Cool. Hold on.
Damn you, roll 20.
Roll 20, how could you?
Did it do that while I was muted and not doing anything? No. It's on my. Basically, I'm gonna throw the dagger.
Are you back in, or you want me to move you and do stuff?
Yeah, just go ahead and move me up there.
Okay. I'll get you in range of your dagger. Which dagger? 2060? Okay.
Yeah, and I have an app actually, guys.
Is it the Roll 20 app?
Why, yes, it is.
I'm fake as fuck. I deleted it. Never mind. Okay.
I don't know him. He's not with me. Are you back in? Or you need me to do the attack? I'm in range now.
Still loading.
Okay. So you go run up till you don't have disadvantage. You toss your cobbled dagger against your better judgment. The creature tosses the rock he caught, and in the middle they kind of clatter together, falling. Would the kid then throw his scimitar? It'd be an improvise, or would he keep his cool?
He's professional deep down. Even at this age, he'll keep cool.
So he holds his scimitar, pressing for a fight, probably egging him on. I'm kind of getting that one Robin Hood that belonged to Ra's al Ghul vibes. What was that one's name? I keep forgetting.
Damien.
Yeah, you're like a Damien, I feel like.
And now that he has a free hand, there's a gesture he would like to show him. So.
Oh yeah, is it this one? Take your turn, Lewis.
Got it. Lo's kind of seeing Amrit like run forward and Judith kind of go back to the side, just like, well, it's go time. Goes around the corner. Oh, that's a lot further than I thought it was. How far is that? Damn it all!
It's a light jog.
Okay. Is there dim light so I could actually see that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a torch right next to it.
Okay. 5. Hold up. Getting right next to Amrut as he takes out the hand axe he would have retrieved from the dead cultist above and tossing it at that one.
It's fine.
Bop.
Shit it. You don't catch that one.
Yeah, that's a little bit hard to catch. And that would have been item interaction to grab it, so with that, EOT.
The animated armor produces a scroll. I had talked about these scrolls earlier. Anyone can use them. As he opens the scroll, you can just see a bolt of lightning spew towards Lewis, and Lewis is the only one that managed to actually hit him there. And shoot if it's too far. Let's see if we get you.
Alright.
Wait, in the rules of fairness, let's see if you can actually use the scroll. You can. It's a 10 plus the spell level. It's a first level spell, so DC was 11.
Ah. Just barely makes it. Alright. What type of save? Or if it's attack roll?
It's an attack roll. With a natural one, it looked cool, but he didn't do shit.
Okay.
It was a witch bolt. He spewed lightning at you, but he misses you.
Kind of seeing that the effect is starting to go off, Lewis's eyes just widen. It's like, oh god damn it. Lifts up his shield as it just like strikes directly into it.
Yeah, the lightning just spews onto your shield and it reacts.
Adia will aim this above Young Rut's head, and at the animated armor, bonus action, move her hex onto it, and firebolt, because we can do this all day.
Right, you hit him, Captain America.
I need to put my hex back on. There we go.
Sweet. Map is hard. 13? Yeah, 13. Oh, I just did check the necrotic damage, right? Yeah, it's fine.
Given she thought she saw lightning right before she came around the corner, she's gonna go back so she's not within line of sight.
Sora.
All right. Sora is going to move right in between those two. Shouting, "We are here to save you, my feline friend."
My hero.
Will mount her staff as a bonus action and launch a staff strike at the weakened one. Just not connect, so she'll try again. Oh,
There we go.
So after catching your rock, he had this smug expression, even though he doesn't have expressions at all. But you just feel an attitude from his armor. And he catches your staff and mocks you before you, well, do what you're about to describe, because he's certainly going to die.
oh, he catches it in his hand, but the problem is he's not gripping it tight enough. So Sora just pushes the staff, and the end of it just smashes into the emptiness of his head and knocks off the helmet. Not so fast. And she'll look to the last one. Give me your best shot there, Twinkle Toes.
His friend collapses to the ground, and he does exactly that. He tries to give you his best shot, as he's going to have his first attack have a disadvantage, but he takes his sword out, tries to slam it into you twice. A 20 at disadvantage.
Ouch, that hits.
For 7 bludgeoning.
Ouch.
As he hits you with his blade, but it's so dull, it's kind of like hitting you with a rod. And then he's gonna attack you this time regular. A 10 misses you. Judith is up. Judith saw that fire worked, so unless there are different instructions, let me know. Anytime I move you, because I'm assuming you at least want line of sight. Shoot the armor with my gun. Okay, the gun time pulls out. Anyways, they're blasting. Here we go. That's not going to do it. So she shoots. The laser projectile hits the ceiling, turns the animated armor's attention to her. Then I think with attention on her, she would retreat back. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh yeah, plenty of good fight clips. That's true. I will EOT just start your turn on run. If there are different instructions, I'll modify them.
Alrighty. So Amber Send a dart along the wall. Grab the knife. 5, 8. We're just in there. Then he'll first he'll basically like swing the scimitar almost like a baseball bat, just trying to use like the force of it, trying to like make it's like knees like dent in like buckle. Ready? Well, let me click it this time. There we go.
Yeah, you stab him. Kind of sparks fly off of his plate, and you deal 8 damage.
Dope. Then also like it's like the scimitar like falls like down to like the floor. He'll use like the pommel of the knife and like also like try and like knock against its leg too.
And you succeed.
Dope. We'll just beating its leg, trying to get its attention.
Lewis.
Okay. Lewis, seeing that this thing is just at the outskirts, uses full movement as he draws his sword on the way, and tries to stab between the plating with his main sword. Bop.
Yeah, it easily connects. And the slash, the dueling applies now, right?
Yep.
He's alive, but he's definitely on the fence, or I guess against the wall.
Got it. As it goes between the plating, he like twists it, shifts over to a standard grip, and tries to wrench it upwards.
And wrench it upwards, you do. Takes out his fight.
As it goes between the plating and he twists it, the armor starts to like tilt backward as it starts to widen, and he just uses the rest of his force and a little help from his hands to just like pry this thing open as the two halves separate, and the upper half goes clattering away.
Excellent. The animated armor collapses. Now it's just armor, no animation. At least until you watch the photography of it animating.
All clear.
And Sora will spin around and try and kick this door open. Cha!
My absolute heroes.
You ordered an eye patch and some thieves' tools, I think, my friend. And
Yes.
and she would fit them back over his head and his torso.
Excellent. Whoa. Hold on. You must affix it to my left eye, not my right eye.
Oops, sorry.
If things get really bad in here, really bad, then we'll adjust the eye patch.
Okay, noted. Sorry if it smells weird. His weird familia was wearing it.
Yes, I was gonna make a question onto that. It does smell kind of gunky. Now, you've ordered one lock picker, and Judith would probably be like, I'm also a bit of a lock picker myself. And the two of them would pick this door, assuming, so you guys have a choice to double back and go up towards where the cult leader was. There's another direction, or since we're already here and you're comfortable with this door, we can pick this one instead and continue from here. What do we want to do?
Pick this one.
Yeah, let's pick this one. I'm with the momentum.
Okay. Let's see here. The cat has thieves' tools check.
And Judith had done one earlier.
Oh yeah, we'll just use that one. Yeah. So we'll say they work together. Oof and Judith, but Judith's check from earlier was a 26, I believe, right?
Yeah.
They easily unlock this door. As they unlock this door, you can feel the energy of the Mouther get even more tense. He's not on the other side of the door, but you're clearly going in the right direction. And Oof says, and ta-da, my friends, me and your friend here have picked the lock.
Ooh, big room.
The biggest of rooms in this facility. It was in here I was captured, sniffing out nasty, nasty Banshori.
Going the right way.
Oh yes, I don't like taking the front. As you can see, I'm just a little kitty. You don't mind I take the middle or the rear. I also was a prisoner of your enemies, so you have no reason to think I'll betray you. But I understand it's dark and gloomy times.
I think at this point we've made ourselves pretty well known.
Not everywhere in the world is safe like Icarus. That place anything bad never ever happens there. I can't wait to return there. I've been in this cage for like 2 weeks.
Lewis, I'm gonna need you by my side. I'm getting a bit winded.
Yeah, of course.
Anything we should know on these side rooms?
There's some type of strange curtains. If you try to open them, you just walk right back into this room. But I heard something interesting. The use of a statue. The statues in this room, even, perhaps.
Like this one here.
Like that one there. I just know that whenever some of these doors were locked, these statues would animate and open them. I don't know how to animate them. Like I said, I was caught here.
Maybe we can find some inscriptions or something lying around to give us an idea.
What do the statues look like? Are they weird creatures? Are they humanoids in armor?
Human bodies wearing the skulls of dead dragons or demon-like dragons. But they're just sitting down, crunched in their position, kind of like an imp.
Emma will look at the one in front of him on the right. It'll look and see like is there any like kind of like joints, maybe like, anything that you like move as far as like can you like move anything from the statue or?
Give me an investigation.
Alrighty.
And while you're doing that, are you going to do something similar, Rhea, or are you going to take a different effort here? Rhea?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading something else. I didn't know you were talking to me, huh?
Oh, are you going to investigate yours as well, or are you going to do something else?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
She was very distracted.
Very distracted. Emma, yeah, you could see that there seems to be... Now, there's not anything on its body that seems to just be movable, but there is a sear or a blast mark, a burn on the creature's chest, as though fire is repeatedly applied to where one's heart would be.
He'll look back at the other one on the other end of the hall. Same thing.
Yes.
While they're doing that, Sora's gonna see this odd stone pile and just kind of begin working through it, seeing if there's like anything fun, like bugs or something interesting in there.
You see the skeletons of what appears to be a creature, maybe once human, bugs crawling out of it still, and you could see a set of thieves' tools on it, a short sword, and Oof just goes, I told him he should have just got captured. Oh, want to fight back?
Oh, was this your friend?
Yes, something, when I was captured, put into a box, mind you. Did they just carry boxes for cats? I heard him get thrown right through this pillar.
Oh. Is there anyone we can give these back to?
That foolish fauna. Sure, I'll take his thieves' tools, but I can't carry his sword, and then I'll give his thieves' tools to his mother. She's gonna be so devastated. So devastated.
Sora kind of spins the short sword in her hand. It's interesting. I could hold on to it for now if he didn't mind. Maybe Donda would like it.
Hey,
What's up?
There's like burn marks on both of the statues in the chest area.
With Amrit saying that, could Aria look and note it?
Yeah, you would see on both of them, right where the heart would be, is a burn mark. A scorch.
I wonder. The fire's been awfully useful here. If it might do something. Anybody object to me trying to find out?
Right at the same time.
Judith and I both have firebolt. Should we firebolt the chest at the same time?
I think she'd be down.
There's 4 of them though, so do we want to do these 2 in the middle or in the back?
Let's try to do closer for now.
Given Firebolt has a lot of range, I imagine the 2 elven ladies go back to back towards the center of the room and 3-2 shoot.
The both of you unleash your firebolt, though.
Judith is still typing.
Oh, you guys don't need to roll an attack roll. You won't be able to miss, but yeah.
Okay, there we go.
I'm not sure if they picked up on the firebolt strategy.
I think it's the delay, but we'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, so you guys unleash your firebolts, and something does happen.
Oh, she says, what if we use a door? You know what?
You know that would
We
have been
did it
the
anyway.
Yeah, we did it.
Ooh.
But a torch, maybe that could have been an alternative solution. In any case, it seems to be the application of fire. They come to life. They slowly break up. This is the standard gargoyle art, but it's kind of like I said, they have humanoid bodies with a skull stone helm. And they don't attack you or anything. They also don't take the fire damage, you should know. Gargoyles aren't typically immune. They walk over to these strange passageways, and they just open them. That's literally the only thing they do before resetting and going back into a stone state.
But he is gonna rush over to the door and look inside.
Oh, goodies.
On the left side is a pile of hardened, it looks like manure, but it's just brown. It doesn't really give off a strong stench. On the right side seems to be a treasure chest and a potion vial and 2 melted candles.
Ooh.
Melted candles are on both sides so far.
Sora's going to walk in there, and her eyes looking at the chest. It's similar to Apu from Aladdin, where the shape of the chest is silhouetted in her eyes. She's like, "Oh, I must know what's inside." And she'll push it open.
Okay, you open the treasure chest, and when you do, you see a still beating heart inside.
Oh, that is very morbid. Lewis,
What's
is it
up?
normal for hearts to beat outside the body?
No.
What?
Well, there's a beating heart in this chest.
Huh. Does Lewis have any knowledge?
I would do a religion to this might be that, or an arcana, but either would be appropriate.
Got it. Lewis has jack shit knowledge about either, so. Yep. That's peculiar. Probably some sort of magic. He just like looks over to Araya and Judith.
Let's see if Judith is skilled in either.
Aria is proficient in Arcana. Not terribly high, but...
Judith has religion. Well, you can do your arcana and I'll do religion, just so it's different checks.
Woohoo!
Judith, from her many studies and reports, she would discern that, and your Arcanum was respectable as well. You guys would put your notes and information together to discern that this seems to be some type of ritual, which, of course, this is the Dark Temple, and we saw rituals up top. But this particular ritual of this beaded heart in a treasure chest means that it's a heart of a powerful creature. Which is interesting because a heart of a powerful creature can typically replace any one component for a magic item creation. The trick is preserving it. Once you take it out of this box, it'll probably stop beating soon.
You might want to put that back in the chest. See if the chest is bolted down to the floor or anything, or if we can carry it.
How big is the chest?
It's pretty big chest, kind of like in the art. It's a massive chest, and even though the heart's only the size of a burger, it's the only thing in it. So it's light in regards to not having much in it, but it's heavy in regards that it is a full-grown wooden with metal lining chest.
My bad, I was thinking it was a smaller chest like in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, sorry, no. It's this big bad boy right here.
Oh, okay, that's gonna be a bit harder for us to look around.
Yeah, it could also be one of those, when we're done, grab it on the way out.
Would we be able to actually move the thing first off?
Yeah. If you kind of like hold it, you could tell it wouldn't be something you could just throw in your backpack, you know. It would require two hands, but you can move it, yes.
Ooh, we can use this to fill all of our loot we get through this place.
And 1 second
Wait.
before you do that, Aria, you and Judith's Arcana / religion were so good, I'm going to give you a freebie. These nuggets here that seem pointless and have a faint, dirty odor to them, those are Darkling eggs. They hatch to become full-fledged Darklings, which are minions of Malthus.
I'm not sure how y'all feel about snuffing out possible evil before it begins, but we might want to do something about these.
What are they exactly?
They're Darkling eggs. Darklings tend to be used by the Malthus to further their purposes.
It is no different from when an invasive species tries to nest somewhere it does not belong. This is not the mouth that feeds, this is not their land, they will destroy it if they hatch.
Do we know if there's any known uses for the eggs, or is it usually common practice just to destroy them?
Just destroy them. Outside of hatching and fulfilling their own purposes, they're just eggs. I suppose you could eat them, but who knows what caused those cultists to burst into fire.
Although call me crazy, it might be the thick air down here is getting to my head. We all have the pleasure of knowing someone who was designed for nefarious purposes, but she seems to have changed her ways. I don't know if Clamdor or anybody has any interest in these things.
Maybe we can take one, and we can give them to them for study. But the rest should be destroyed, there are too many.
Would any of us know how long these eggs tend to hatch, or how long between hatching periods?
Oh, it's too varied to know.
Understandable.
Because each creature has its own hatching rate. From the, well, I guess more appropriately, from the parent. It's really more dependent on who gave birth to it.
Okay, that's understandable.
Aria's going to go in, pick up one of them, come out and hand it to Sora, and then turn around and flame bolt the rest.
Kind of like ice cream that's beginning to melt, though it doesn't seem to be progressing any worse. When you pick it up, it's got a nasty, kind of moist, sticky touch to it when you pick up the egg.
Oh, thank you, you shouldn't have.
So she hands it to Sora, turns around, firebolts the rest of them, and then prestidigitations her hand because slime is not cool.
Okay. There's no resistance from the A's. One or two fire bolts, they all get destroyed, save for the one that Sora has.
I don't even want to ruin my pockets. She like she just like cringes and she just puts it in one of her pockets, just making a squeamish look. Ugh.
Sorry, my dear. And then she's gonna walk up here and firebolt another one of the statues to get another door to open.
Oh, one thing. Was there a potion next to the chest?
There was a potion next to it. We'll just piggyback off this 19 and 22. They were good, and the DCs for the other stuff were only like 10, by the way. So this potion right here is actually a random potion. I need to roll and determine what it is. It is a random tier 1 potion. Where are you? Magic item table. Oh, here we go. Sweet. Should appear in chat. Let me press it again. Maybe I'll get 2 results. Why are you not working random magic item table?
The struggles.
Okay, well we'll say that you guys identified it. It's not a healing potion. It's a specific kind of potion that is uncommon, and I'll draw that later. I have I brought the DMG and it comes with a magic item table, so I didn't think it wouldn't work.
I see.
Dora will also pocket that for now for later.
Gonna need it.
Then Adia will firebolt this one, figuring it should open the door that's down here.
Lewis, while we're kind of just like collecting ourselves, would ask Guth, you know if that's going to be an issue to carry around down here? There was mention from one of the cultists up there that Banshori was weak to light, so... Wasn't sure if it'd be an issue to be carrying it around while we're traveling.
No. You don't think so?
Good to know. Keeps his sword out, just so that way we'd actually see what the hell we're doing.
And Maria, are you going to bolt the left one, the right one? There's also a locked door. Okay,
The right one.
Let's go. Statue would animate. Same time, you kind of already saw it, so it just kind of gets up, walks to this door, opens it.
Ooh, even more goodies.
What's in there?
They look like gems.
Yeah, you go and open the door and you see that there are gems, particularly diamonds, and collectively they amount to 1 worth of a 3,000 GP diamond.
Oh.
Woohoo, Adia would take what she can.
You collect them all up. There's even a bag there that's weighing the individual diamonds. You can put them all into that bag and pocket it.
Wait, did you mean 300 for 1 revivify, or are we talking like actual 3k?
Well, it's 3K, which in Elder Earth 3K is a revivify, not 300.
Ah, okay.
And then
Got
she will firebolt the last one that I see anyway in here.
This one gets up, opens the door, and more gifts. So as the door opens, stepping out is your ultimate reward. Banshori steps
Oh,
into
God.
the room. Welcome to my domain. Let's take a quick 10-minute break. See you guys soon.
I'm happy I took out the sword.
What's behind door number 4?
Gonna-
Your imminent
Yeah, it's
demise.
kind of funny that was the last one too. I will see you guys in 10 minutes and we'll finish out the last 30-40 minutes strong. See you guys soon.
Hell yeah. See ya.
I will be back.
I
Man,
think
if
we
we
normally
sell this-
track when we
If
return.
we sell all these diamonds, we're gonna be rolling in it.
We could be rich. Or we can, have a safety measure. Well, I guess that's dependent on if we have anybody that could actually use
Yeah, we don't have
Revivify.
anyone who can cast that out.
Yeah.
I don't think
Good point.
Aria is a cleric.
One of the warlocks, I'm guessing?
He's a warlock.
Like 100% a warlock. I'm trying to figure out which one.
The celestial one.
Oh, wait, I'm not. Have we seen her heal?
I think. Although I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's the celestial.
I mean, it makes sense.
In before it's the fiend.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom quick and grab a snack. I wrote something in the Discord. I'll be right back.
Got it.
Got like 6 minutes, but back here.
I just noticed Syndra is on the allies. We got a good cook on our list.
Hey, Sakura, how long was that other Mystafar in the Death of Fallen Friends area?
Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, no, not that long. I think he updated it recently.
Did he die in the city attack?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, shit. Oh.
Who did?
Yeah. Phoenix asked about that in the mini campaign and found out that he died.
I've not gotten to it yet. I've been so busy.
Once once I was discerned, I was like, I'll update it here.
Yeah. Plus, I don't think the.
So I guess Gale did too.
Oh, shit. Wow. Damn.
Yep.
Oh, you must feel terrible. Oh, no.
Yep, especially since I played with Gil. On the last campaign, he was the first person Sakura shared a room with.
Oh.
Yep.
And I don't think the second episode for Frontier is up at the moment.
He just barely posted it today.
Yeah.
Oh, just now.
It's scheduled to be released tomorrow at 12, middle of the day. Or I guess start of the day for some people. But it is publicly viewable on Twitch immediately. Yeah, but until Sakura had asked me about it today, and I actually completely forgot to upload it. I'm very happy you mentioned this.
Yeah, I got volunteered to do the recap for tomorrow because we figure I'm going to need all the inspiration I can get for Phoenix. So I was like, oh, it's been a long time. I need to watch it again.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yep.
Survival's a must.
I'm gonna have a hard decision to make. I hate it. I always get like decision paralysis.
The main quest is keeping you alive. The secondary is taking down the giant robot head.
Yeah.
Although I think the team that's escorting you would see it the other way, but...
I don't know. Two of them has mentioned it kind of like that. Zig is like, is she okay? Like, I will come back there and protect her if we have to. But nope, it's the finale of that because my classes start up on Tuesday.
Yeah, we got a good finale. The final level that you guys are about to traverse is going to be good. It's short and fast. I'll say that because obviously we got to close out in one session. It's like a one-shot length of material.
I'm not giving any spoilers, but we definitely left off on a cliffhanger.
Oh yeah, we did.
All right, time to, pull an all-nighter watching now.
It's also it's a phenomenal series. You should definitely check it out.
Oh yeah, plenty of strong RP.
In Discord, Gales and Divine? Okay, so then he wasn't killed by the Icarus thing.
I believe so. I could be misremembering.
No, Busy is correct. He's supposed to be in Divine, yes.
That was the last time we saw him, but it has been like at least a week since we've seen him last.
But there was also a time skip after that mission. It's been a few months.
Yeah.
Right, time skip.
He might have been in town. Who knows?
Yeah, that makes sense. As a merchant and all that, he'd probably need to go get around. Oh.
Sometimes there's things I want to tell you guys, but it's just like you don't fucking know.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about that time skip.
Yeah, it's like what, 3 months or something?
I didn't know. And then it was just like another additional week-ish or a couple days after that.
What's weird is Quira is an allies and not under dead. I thought we saw him die.
Last time we saw him, he just went up against Palm, but... Oh wait, no, he was sucked into the book.
Yeah, she put him back in the book.
Oh, okay.
He's still alive.
Probably back on his pedestal again, or...
So what you're on.
Maybe you have to get him out of the damn book again.
God, that took so much blood.
We have a full lineup of things here. I thought about stacking like freaking just crap, but I'll just have to make the bottom more. These are all individual pieces anyway, so I'll manage.
Sorry, guys.
Like this thing right here, I can move it about and stuff.
I mean, there's a lot of room toward the center of the board, I guess. So scoot a couple things around, and yeah, could probably make it work.
I really love the
I
big.
was just an excited writer. Okay.
Yeah, I really love the big Legends of Elder Earth symbol, but I'm wondering if I could remove that and put like 5 more of the round brackets there. But it does look pretty good there.
It does.
Yeah, it is. It's solid. Like right now, it's in a really good design perspective, just because there's a lot of highly compressed detail where the tokens are, and that big open space just helps rest the eyes. But
We might need to use it.
We might need to use, yeah. Yeah, there's so many fucking enemies.
actually, what we could potentially do is reduce the factions down to about where Asakali is right now, and then scoot that towards center, so that way we have the entire bottom section.
Make a second row and they're not as blowing up, yeah.
There are
I
no
guess we'll
factions.
put this together.
So,
Oh, there's things to get. I'll figure it out. It'll be, as long as it looks good.
Yeah.
Looks are important.
Yeah.
appearances are everything.
We all know at the end of the day, Morgan, he knew when I put this together, Morgan knew I would not have enough space, but did he warn me? Did Morgan warn me? No, he didn't warn me.
Just like he didn't warn about the townspeople. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
He knew what would happen to Icarus, but first he was like, I'm gonna fuck the DM over. All right, cool. Is it oh yeah, it is past 48. Okay. Jesus, sometimes we get
Okay,
lost.
yeah, it is.
We get lost chatting. Oh, it's a boss fight to get to. All right. Do a quick roll call to make it official. Rhea,
Here.
Emra,
Yup.
Lewis,
Hi.
and Judith. Are you in chat? And Sora.
I'm here.
All right. I need you all here. Eating. Let's go. Back to Banshori. So Banshori rises up from behind this final magical curtain. Standing his full length of about 12 feet tall, he stares at each of you. Then he stares at the cat. Then he stares at the little kid. And then he realizes that there's only 4 people in this room he needs to take serious and prepares to fight the rest of you. Maybe he'll teach him otherwise. In any case, it looks like you guys won initiative.
Oh, that's good.
And Shori is dead last.
Yeah, the door did open pretty surprisingly, I guess. So
Lol.
okay. Let's get things started. First things first, Lewis already has a sword out because I mentioned it. So does that have any effect on him so far?
Oh, the lights being on him, you would see that he lifts up his hands and it kind of bothers his eyes. Didn't seem to have an immediate effect, but you think if you can get the creature tired, it may have a more impactful. You also maybe it's canceling out some of its features. Not everything may be apparent or knowledgeable.
Okay, so right now it's distracting him at least.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, looks like we got company. Takes a step forward and goes for the upper swing. Solid slices into his forearms and swings it sideways, going across the back of it.
Both of your attacks easily connect. Is this blade magical?
I believe this is just a regular blade that
The master
Was
okay.
masterwork.
So he's resistant. He's not immune, but he's resistant. What's that?
Yeah.
6, 13, 6.5, 6. Yeah, so 6 both times.
Yep. So that is... Yeah, it's a good amount of damage considering. What's that, Ayote?
Rhea, there's one thing about bosses that go last is that they still go first.
Yeah.
This one's going to take a legendary action. He lifts up his claw. You should have brought better equipment, lad. He swipes you across your chest with his corrupting claw, but you're able to lift your shield just in time for a 17 not to hit you, Lewis. Take your turn over here. I'm going to quickly refresh, but take your turn.
Yeah, I'll work with what I got.
Aria's going to take a step back. Her back bumps into the column here. She mutters, "My prince, we are here, and I am going to need your assistance." And I don't think anybody's looking because everybody's busy.
You're right next to me.
But on her face, she's been wearing this whole time, but no one's been able to see it. She's wearing a fancy lacy mask around her eyes that just starts to glow and shine. And I am using my mask. I forget what it's called. It's a magic item. And I'm going to cast daylight through the mask.
Oh.
Mask of the Packed Bear.
Oh no.
Holy shit.
Put it in the middle of the room.
Let there be light.
Sorry for everybody if
Eyes.
hurts your eyes.
How bright is it?
It's daylight, bright light for 60 feet, and then dim light for an additional 60.
Okay, now there's a lot more apparent effect than the cantrip had. A lot more apparent effect. You could see his body, it looked transparent, but as this explosion of light, how thematic for a Sakura character to have powerful light. For an explosion of light, its transparent body solidifies. You don't think, based on the information Judith gave you earlier, you don't think you'll be able to shenanigan with its incorporate movement anymore.
Fantastic. So as the light lights up the room, a very faint smile comes across her lips. Thank you. You never let me down. And we will bonus action move the hex onto him, even though I'm not doing anything with it right now. And we are still going to try to go behind the column. You will be OT.
Young Rut, before you go, and with such rage, Banshori screeches, which costs him 2 legendary actions, meaning that he actually won't have any more until the start of his turn. So he screeches, something he doesn't like to do unless he's forced to, at everyone's favorite southern accent. Yeah, I need that saving throw. Constitution.
Alright.
We will use an inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
good
only
luck.
got one.
Big money, come on.
I'm too far from you. No!
Oh no!
Hey!
The DC, because it's such a powerful feature, it's low, but it's 13, and that's 12 is not going to cut it. Luckily, remember, he says it doesn't. This one doesn't actually kill you or reduce you to zero more, rather, but it does drop you from your full health to 1 hit point.
Oh, lovely.
Jesus.
Would a concentration check be possible?
Yeah, what's
It's
something
just
about?
straight 1 hour.
Well,
never
we're talking
mind,
about the
there's that
hex. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the hex too.
Do I keep
DC's was DC 16 con save for the hex.
Oh, the hex.
Yeah, you still hold on. So walk us through this, how courageous and how you're able to manage your concentration after all this. I'll tell you what it looks like first. So he screeches, and when he screeches, this purple energy that you can kind of see traced in its eyes and parts of its body literally wreath you in flames briefly.
Real quick, I'm checking the language of a different spell. Nope, that's an action, not a reaction. Okay, as the purple energy comes her way, I'd like to imagine for a brief moment she holds both of her hands up in front of her chest, trying to go against it with her own light, radiant energy, but unfortunately, the purple swirls around her and snuffs it out. But she holds both of her hands to her chest and just like the breath is knocked out of her, but an image of her prince comes into her mind and she uses that to hold on to it.
Excellent. And young Rut, you're up.
Alrighty, seeing it's go time. It's a pretty big fella here. Amrit will take his weapons, and as he's like drawing them, he'll kind of like put like aside, almost like at his wrist, it's like pulling out the scimitar, and he'll put his crimson right on his weapons, and then he'll rush in to attack.
She's running, and the creature looks behind it and begins to teleport, vamping away. But it screeches as the light prevents it from teleporting. Continue.
Ooh. Here we go. Miss.
In its pain, it turns around and with its claws, deflects your scimitar.
Another miss. Oh, I gotta roll damage too.
The same thing, yeah. It grabs you. This time it grabs your wrist and it sees you're about to make a middle finger and just kind of crushes your hand.
Oh.
Oof. Okay. Time. I told you if things get bad, well, things have gotten bad. I need one of you, to move my eye patch to the other eye. Please. Thank you. So we're going through Bardic Inspiration, which is a bonus action. Does Judith, we didn't get the clarification on the action, does Judith use her action to move the eye patch? I feel like she might do that, but let me know what you guys think. I'll Bardic Inspiration in the meantime, which is again Amaranth.
They're typing.
Okay, they're typing, cool.
They're gonna take a photo.
Oh, photo action, okay.
But they can move the patch.
Okay, so you were gonna take it, but when it's talk, so you move it. Okay. So Judith will use her action to move the patch. It's you would think it's simple, but she tries to move it to the other eye. There's some resistance, and he's like, "Just fight through it. Just come on, fight through it." And Judith would eventually move it to the other eye. And Cass like, "Okay, now we're in business." And then nothing else happens.
Gotta wait till turn.
It's got to build up to it. Got it. All right. Sora, is there a way she can capitalize on this creature hating the light to try and slide under it to be on the other side of it?
Yeah, if you do an acrobatics, you could try to slide under it since it's big.
Let's see.
I would just wait against his perception, see if he kind of sees you going for it and stops you. He has a passive of not 14, so you get under him.
Okay. Sliding to the other side, not giving it much chance to flee easily. She will use her bonus action to get up onto her staff to meet from behind and try and thwack it with her Moon Touch staff.
Hit it right in his back and it screeches.
For 12 points of bludgeoning, and I will expend a key point to attempt a stunning strike.
You see he just steals his body, quite literally, since he can't go ethereal, and he's able to overcome the stun.
And we'll throw a punch with our last attack.
This one he's more quick to evade.
Okay, that is it for Sora.
Banshori roars. Which is a problem. Now all of you owe me a con save.
Okay.
Everyone within what range?
Everyone within room range.
Oh, just everyone.
Does Adia need to do it again, or would it just bring her back down to 1?
This is a real odd thing. So if you succeed, you take damage. If you fail, you get dropped to 1. So you kind of want to fail this?
Oh no.
You make it. Yeah, it's a hard to argue like how intentionally fail, you know, because you don't really know the details. But
Yeah.
so as you feel it affecting your body, it does manage to blast you, and for that matter, quite a few people. Let's see here. Actually, everyone made it except for potentially Oot. Let's look now.
So,
I don't see Judith.
Oot's got an 18. He made it. Oh, freak! I forgot him, Judith. I gotta make Judith as well. Thank you very much. Judith makes it. So everyone makes it. So you all take 11 psychic.
Oh.
God, that's hefty.
Yeah. It's what, 3d6? So it's same as a regular Banshee. So a unique creature Banshee, if you fail to save, they reduce it to 0. If you succeed, you take 3d6 psychic. Very, very unique mechanic. Quite cool. But I'm sure you disagree about the cool part of it.
I had plans.
It's cold on her night.
11 damage to Judith and to Oop. Excellent. And then it will make a single offhand attack towards you, Lewis.
Got it.
23
That hits.
for 13 slashing and 5 psychic. The moment you get,
That's 18.
yeah, the moment he hits you, you start seeing doubles of him. It's becoming rather difficult to lock down as the illusion of him appeared.
Okay.
He split.
Oh.
As the attack slams down, wind starts to just shoot off from his shield. As I am going to use the last charge of the Great Badger. So, come on, nobody. There you are. That is my last charge. I'm gonna need a deck save from him. Or
Gets a
take
5.
8. Okay, he takes 8 as wind bursts off and Gale's form appears as his wind rapier just pierces through his forearm as he slams down on Lewis.
Just has passively, and just so you know how much that light is working the encounter so far, it attempts to teleport again instinctually when it takes the damage, kind of like a Hellish Rebuke response, except movement. But the light again prevents it from teleporting. You're up, Lewis.
Okay. Having taken such a massive blow, Lewis's psyche is starting to shake a little bit. I'm gonna need to make myself a personal save here. Okay. As Lewis is fighting and the blow starts to take form, he starts to hear Tyrandrum's voice in the back of his head, but it feels a lot more drowned out than it usually is. Almost as if Tyrandrum was within, like, underwater trying to shout at him from down beneath. It's there, but it's so muffled that Lewis could barely hear it. I'm trying to see something in particular. Okay, I'm gonna roll a charisma save for this in particular. Okay, not gonna happen then. He instead just like slightly shakes his head as it just continues to drown out, and he's able to just fully focus himself down on Banshori for the time being. Going for the double slashes. Whew, big hit. As it rakes across the elbow this time and stabs into the side. Continues to drag it down the thigh, and he is going to action surge. Just going for like full force, seeing that this thing is a lot more weakened than normal.
Okay. Go ahead.
As the blade runs down the thigh, he just like shifts his grip to an underhand and just like pries it out from its knee. Going for the last one. Oof. And the resulting momentum of it, he's just not able to properly control. But he has a good amount of damage on the thing, so pretty satisfied with that. As he bonus action just like breathes and his mechanical arm just steams up for bonus action second wind.
Listen, can you tally up the damage or all the hits, all the hit besides the final one? Consider when you tally their half. You're doing half damage.
Okay. So that is...
Each section would be half.
So for 4 plus 6 plus 9, which is half down to 4. And last one missed. So that was 14 total.
Okay. And you guys got a potion of fire breath earlier. I did that on the break.
Got it. Keeping that in mind. With that, that's all I have at the moment. I'm gonna keep my position or move a bit.
You should also get 1 more hit point since you're level 5.
Right. Thanks for the catch. Didn't notice.
Mm-hmm.
So plus 6. I'll keep my position. EOT.
Yeah. Oh, so close.
Yeah. She's down, unfortunately.
Young Rudd. Legendary
All right,
action.
so-
He's going to lift his claw up and try to stab you right in your chest. He rethinks it, realizing you're just a child. No, yeah, he tries to kill you. So he goes to stab you, but a natural 1, maybe whatever you're about to tell me you do, also causes him to miss his attack.
Sure, yeah. Emerald will like almost like run like all fours, like duck under him, and then try and like stab and like swipe into like it's like underbelly. Scimitar first. Ooh. Oh, and it's D6. So the crimson. There was 8 slashing and 5. I'm assuming.
I don't know if necrotic hurts these bad boys. The necrotic doesn't seem to bother it.
Okay, gotcha.
Oof.
A drop of blood. And then a 9 for the dagger. So
He
probably
evades the dagger. Also, earlier, Lewis, you remember I said you saw 2 of him? She forgot, but all of your attacks should have been at disadvantage.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Actually, just the next attack. That's a little easier to resolve. Can you just roll me 1 more attack for that 1 damage of 4 it would have been?
Okay, yeah. Because those first 2 counts as the first attack, then. Second one is the second attack. The third would be the third attack, which was a miss. So yeah, 1 more. Okay.
Okay, so they're all going to protect you. Cool.
awesome.
Yeah, so it's basically the same.
Yeah, it's the same. All right. Young Rut, you
Oh,
are...
actually, speaking of third attacks, would that for me wouldn't that be if I have an extra attack and I swing? That would be like 2 scimitars and then a bonus action to use the dagger, right?
So you have 2 attacks because you're level. You guys are level 5, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can offhand a 1 more attack. Yeah,
As a
Okay,
bonus.
gotcha.
if you have a
Don't
bonus
you?
attack.
So
I have a die
I'll
that
do
can
1 more
heal
scimitar.
for Rhea.
Well, that's true. I could also.
But what would the kid do? That's most.
Yeah,
of
what's the kid doing?
Yeah, the kid's gonna attack.
Well, let's see.
Because he has like 10.
You also have a D8.
He'll attack.
Yeah, you also have a D8, and welcome to the Mike Cape.
Hope you had a good flight.
You slice him for 5 more damage. In your case, 2. Alright, it's go time. Like nothing happening. Come on, Mother Nature, come on. You want to protect us, Mother Nature? Come on, Mother Nature, come on. He's sitting there and it looks real weird. Let's go. Come on.
Oh no.
Come on. And then right as it turns about to end, you just see him, his head becomes as big as Lewis's head, and his body just looks the same. He falls over. Oh no! He tips over onto his side. Big ass head. And then one of his legs turns massive, and then his rest of his body follow up. He goes, "All right, Mother Nature, this is what I'm talking about." He said, "Little old oof become Runu." I didn't mean to grab that.
Oh.
Yes. From baby to badass.
Oh,
I
sick.
am here for this.
And once he switches the eye patch to the other side, the eye patch Mother Nature gives him, he turns into a were tiger.
Oh,
Hell
it's so
yeah.
cool. That art is sick.
And throw him over there and add Rune Oof to chat.
The maps though.
Furry, but
God, that's awesome.
Before you go, Judith, Rune Oof does get his turn. Rune Oof looks around, goes, "You can have them have all the fun. Come here!" He runs up to the creature and performs the rogue cat sheet. Here we go, that's more better. Oh, you know what? He'll do his song first. Let me make it public so I don't F this up. Do-do-do-do-do. Never whisper rose. There we go. He's your friend after all. He'll do his Rune Beast song. And all the allies on the battlefield will get 5 plus their level worth of temporary hit points. And then you have plus 10 movement while you have these temporary hit points. When Attorney does that, he can still bite. The bite doesn't hit, but you see that the creature like realizes that a new major threat has arrived. So he uses both his hands to catch Rune Oof's mouth. And Rune Oof is as brolic as the picture makes it out to be. He is super bulk. So the creature's struggling in a strength contest with Rune Oof. And Judith, it's your turn.
Hang on real quick, just double checking. Downed people don't get temp HP, right?
You do, it just doesn't bring you up from down. You need regular hit points to come up.
Oh, okay.
But if you get up, you'll have those temp.
Cool.
All right. Judith is going to be astonished by this transformation, and she's gonna be like, "Right, well, this is like this photo that I'm gonna do is gonna be a double hitter. We're not only do I get to take a photo of the action of battle, the heroes doing their thing, but also as my hobby as a nature photographer." So she gets a good shot of a photo of a battle situation, seeing Rune in all their glory, and then as a bonus action, I will send one over to Aria, and I will try to find I can't see the map, but I'll just say that I'll go behind like a wall or something.
What are you giving her?
Bonus action healing word.
Healing word, got you. I will click it. Are you in game? No, you're not. All right. So she healing words you. You said first level?
Yes.
You get 5 hit points, and then you're going to retreat behind one of these walls. I'll put you over here. Excellent.
Thank you.
5 hit points.
Thank you.
And 10
Aria
points.
gasps.
Sweet. Well done, Judith. That is good to have you back. Sorry, you're up. Except you're not. He's going to turn around, spin the moment you begin to act, Sora. And expending his 2 legendaries, since he had only used 1 up to this point, is going to try to screech you down so that he can focus on Rune Oof on his turn. He is going to wail. I need a con save from you. You make it, you take 15 psychic damage, and you take your turn. If you're talking, I do not hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. Well, either he goes down first or I do, and I am going to go all in.
Yeah,
I'll apply a stunning strike to it.
I do 10 damage. And you stun him. He fails. You see his body lock up. Normally he's immune to the stun condition, but without his incorporeal trait, he is stunned.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Daylight is coming clutch.
Mm-hmm.
As Sora's, like, the tip of her corset comes down, the golden metal, the decorations, they glint that sunlight. And last thing Banshori kind of sees as it's coming down is it's smacking him in the middle of the head, causing that golden ripple down his body as it gets locked up, and Sora just goes all in. And then we'll spend her final key point for Flurry of Blows for 2 unarmed strikes.
And they all connect.
His hardened body, it almost looks like it's cracking as she strikes with such ferocity and just smacking him upside the head with the staff. Victory is within my reach today.
Yeah, monks are cool. Banshori is forced to end his turn, not being a high enough Mouther with his skill sets to possess the legendary resistances to overcome such a threat. He is tier 2 after all. And he proves that as much. Lewis, I know you think it's your turn, but having been working on this door since last round of combat, this door springs open.
Oh.
My liege! And you see that their intent is made apparent quite soon. As, let's put one of them in initiative. So all these guys are gonna act on this singular turn. The front two are told by the guy in the back, hold them off. I'll perform the ritual for the Shadow Demon. So these two front guys are gonna just get you. The other one's gonna try to do the same ritual they were doing up top. Lewis, take a turn.
Okay. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Okay, that's already succeeded, so... Okay, I'll do it this way then. As the voice of Tyrandrum is being drowned out, Lewis, as he's focusing down Banshori, slowly starts to hear another voice slowly within the mutterings. Trying to see. Honestly, that's enough. Just barely. As the threat in front of him is starting to become weakened and everyone is starting to focus down more and more, Tyrandrum's voice is drowned out completely as another one starts to fill his mind. One that he hasn't seen ever since he was a kid. So you want to be a hero, huh? Well, all you need to do is give you a best shot. As a orcish face covered with wood covering his arms gives a wink to Lewis, and he recalls something from a long time ago. Part of the reason why he became a hero in the first place, as he starts to draw from the power of Tyrandrum, but not as the form that the dragon had created. As the tissue starts to erupt from his mechanical arm and engulf him, the armor starting to form. Those of you that are relatively close and familiar with how the armor normally looks would notice it doesn't look like the usual scales that you see, but a part of it is almost like a black metal of sorts, as if the heat from his fire rune was compressing and forging the scales in a way. As he will be activating Shadow Friend, but with a bit more control than he normally would after having his mind cleared up a little bit more. Shadow Friend is now active. And with that, he gets the good old offense form going off first. It's necrotic though, so I don't think it does anything to him.
Don't forget to change the curse progress.
Got it. Guessing the 15 doesn't do anything since it's just pure necrotic.
If it's purely necrotic, then yeah, it's immune, unfortunately.
Okay. As he just like punches out with his shield that's just been hardened with what seems to be like black in the metal contour compared to its normal color, but it doesn't seem to do much. And he slashes out with the other two.
I'm gonna interrupt you,
19.
but don't forget you have advantage. It didn't matter for your first attack, but it does matter potential crits in your other ones. Because he's stunned, remember?
Oh yeah, right. Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah, 26
So
hit.
we're taking the 24. Yep. So let's just do 2 attacks. And you want me to just roll straight d20 for a crit check on the first one?
Yep.
Got it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So both of those hit.
And they're both halved. Yeah.
So 5 and 7.
Okay.
As his armor is donned, and it seems like he still has a lot more control over his form compared to normal, as he's just staring like through this metallic mask of sorts, and just staring down Banshori with sheer focus.
Aria.
Leah gasps back to life. She immediately puts both their hands on her chest and will use 2 of her healing light die on herself, gaining 9 HP. And then as she starts to come back to her feet, the door opens and the cultists say what they say about summoning something. And she thinks, not if I have anything to say about it. In between, she can see this spot, this kind of, it looks like it's in between the 3 of them.
Yeah.
A form starts to appear. An icy golem of sorts comes to fruition, swirls into place. What do you call it? Sorry, gosh. A fuming fey ice creature appears in between them and smiles down at all of them. She is going to move back.
Is this the fuming art or is it the other one? I forget.
I have to look at it closer. That's the fuming art,
Okay, sweet.
which is pretty epic. She smiles. Thank you, my prince. And it will take its turn, if it may. It goes right after my turn.
Yep. Does it require a bonus action to control, or is it just
No, it just comes after my turn.
Okay, you get it.
So it gets advantage on its attack. Let's start. Are any of them obviously summoning something?
Not yet, but the northern one made it known that he intends to.
Okay, he will attack that one. He gets multi-attack. Okay, just 1.
It hits.
I will take it off Whisper for the next one.
Does it already include this spell's level, or?
Let's see, yeah, I'll double check it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've had already.
If you already get in there, okay, good. Yeah, you just... So this creature appears and instantly kills the northern cultist.
Alrighty. Is it me or him?
He's stunned, so it's you.
Do I want to go to the... Nah, the golem's got that. I'm going to take 3 on this one.
You have advantage.
Oop, yeah, I didn't mark that actually.
There, you hit him.
6 and... Well, the card doesn't matter anyway. The second one... And is the second attack also at advantage, or is it just a... You know,
Yeah, all attacks, yeah.
all attacks, gotcha.
Okay, that hits as well. He is resisting your scimitar, but he doesn't resist your cobbled off hand. It should be your cobbled. I don't know if it's the same damage die or not. I think so. I think it's D4.
The D4.
It's a D4, yeah.
It may be a little hotter if you get a 4 on the die. Also, it can't resist your cobbled.
Oh, you click damage, not attack.
Well, he already got the 16. Just the damage roll. Also, you do 7. He survives, but he's definitely on his last limb. The cultists look at the new summoned creature. They look at their dead friend and Banshori on the ropes. Do we have time to summon the demon? Maybe if we work together. Everyone's like, it's every man for themselves. Fight, you fool. And this one goes to stab the spirit. But misses. And the other one goes to stab him too. They're doing like this double attack. But the spirit, I believe it uses a blade, right? It's
Yeah, it uses a sword though. I misspoke. It's a small face. So it looks like a golem, but it's little.
it's like an epic halfling. So as they try to attack it, it's both nimble and has its own blade, blocking some of them and dodging others as these two cultists swing wildly. In the fiction, like 4 or 5 times, but they make one attack each and miss. And this creature's just, not only did he kill one of them, but he's handling the other 2. Looks like you're out of time. And since it automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws, when he does his tackle, going to succeed. He tackles Banshori, and when he does, he tosses him. He throws him right into this pillar. Did that to my friend earlier, remember that? And Banshori is fucking murked.
Ah, damn.
Glad I moved out of the way.
Rune Beast can fight Malvin. And he goes to give Sora a high five with the rest of his movement.
Well done, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take. Oh god.
Judith, it's your turn.
Yeah, Judith is somebody, I can't see the map, so I know Phoenix,
Sora's the most hurt out of everybody.
then I'm going to, and one of the cultists is on their last leg, right?
They're at full health, but they only have around 10 hit points at max. The other one was killed instantly.
There's 2 of them left.
Okay, I'm going to, do they look like they're like close to finishing whatever they're doing?
No, right now they're tangling with Aria's summon. They haven't even started, and they're probably not going to get a chance to do it anymore.
Oh, okay, great.
Also,
Then
the Mouther's dead.
The Banshee's dead?
Yeah, Rune Oof, the tiger, finished him off since everyone wailed him when he got stunned.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna bonus action healing word and then use the gun disadvantage to try to shoot one of the cultists.
Excellent. And then you're gonna bonus action. He said heal Sora too, right? Let me do that.
Yeah.
Bonus action heal, and then you are going to shoot the gun. So you get back 5 hit points.
The disadvantage.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Disadvantage on the gun. A 12 still hits the cultist, and you literally disintegrate one of them. 15 damage.
Yes. I, as a player, am happy. Jude, not a big deal.
This is nods. All right, Sora.
All right, it is game time for me. Whoa, look at all of you. I believe you summoned me.
Y'all the shadow demon?
No, you summon these hands.
He looks surprised.
As Sora passed by, that Lewis will ask her, "Come on, keeping him just knocked out. Got a question."
Let's see. I will say on the last hit, it will attempt to be a knockout.
Oh, let's see if your
not
first
both.
might kill him. They only got like 10 hit points.
Oh.
No,
Well.
this one rolled exactly 11, so he's actually alive.
Okay.
I said black. I didn't want to say the exact number. Yeah.
As sort of just the meanest of slaps across the guy's chin. Like, everyone just hears it reverberate. Give up.
Never.
Slaps him again.
He falls down. I'm gonna see it was a non-lethal the second, right?
Yeah.
He falls down, knocked out, and kind. And you
Nice
guys
shot.
have vanquished Banshori. His body is slowly turning to dust and black flames as Mouthers always return to where they were first released from.
Adia sits for a little bit.
Oh. Not the prettiest, Mouther. And that's saying something from the pustule we fought before.
Got that right. As things start to die down, you would notice that the scales of a shadow friend start to disappear first as they just go up in ash. But you notice the parts that look almost like black metal seem to linger for a brief moment before finally disappearing. Almost as if they were a little bit more corporeal than the scales. I hope that chill friends. Story purposes.
Someone. Never mind.
What's up, Bruno?
Ember will like pull the eye patch to the other end.
I've only got about 15 more seconds in this form, kid. Mind getting a mean picture of me, Judith Bloom?
Oh, 100%. All right, everyone, come on, come together, come together.
Let's do this.
Hurry. Once everyone comes together, I'll take a photo of us all, or of everybody.
You go and take the photo, and just as your flash thematically happens, by the time the flash finishes, he's back to his little cat form. Thanks to Amra.
Okay, so we're at 13 of the basics and 1 of the necros.
That's quite fine. Banshori eventually. And you guys, as I said in chat, are owed a congratulations. Well done. 2 mouthers, 1 day. That's a mouthful.
All right, let's go for the third one.
Oh,
No.
Oh god.
No.
I think I'm
Right.
actually ready for a rest.
Agreed.
As we get all cleaned up, and I don't know if we want to do more searching of this place. I kind of do want to take some more photos and stuff. But when we do, when we leave, I'll make sure to use the skyrite to let her know that we're ready to be picked up.
valuable too.
And so I will be using the treasure chest with the beating heart to gather all the loot together.
Okay.
You may want to be careful with that.
Why's that?
It's probably pretty delicate.
Oh, I was thinking of playing hacky sack with it.
Please tell me that's a joke.
I
Of
think
course
he
it was.
needs to put the heart on top of the
good.
other things.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to try to hog all the attention, but I'm pretty badass, aren't I?
That was so cool, the way you threw him into the pillow like that.
Poetic justice.
Let's be honest, he was already on his way out. I figured I would end it with dramatic applause.
Adia starts clapping.
Thank you. Don't
Quite
thank me,
fa-
thank Mother Nature.
Quite phenomenal indeed.
Would you like to come with us up to the mothership, Uth?
Yes, but first I must go behind this pillar and clean myself.
Very well.
But he's cleaning himself over there. You guys can check out the rest of the facility, which is... Since there's no other threats in here, we're going to assume that Judas also wants to take pictures, that we just kind of do a general scrub of the facility, yes, or...
Yep, see if there's anything that we can take that isn't nailed down.
Well, if you visually want to check it out, you guys can go into the next room, and I'll open this door over here, and this is just kind of what's left. Some workbenches and desk and plenty of books. Whoever has the highest investigation, see if they find any hard materials.
That is Judith.
All right, let's do this, Judith.
I'm gonna use I have a session inspo I'm gonna use though for a roll, please.
Okay, cool. So we'll give you advantage, and you are doing an investigation. Oh yeah, you're really good at this. Surprising. Expertise, I suppose. Yeah.
Yes.
A 24. Yes, you are. Liz.
Yay.
Liz.
Damn it, roll 20.
Screw, man. What did I buy you for, DMG? What did I buy you for? Did not work.
This failed us.
You find something super cool, you'll show it to the others later. And the GM never ever allows a random loot table to ever be used again.
Well played.
Got it.
I'm gonna look at these. Are these like a bookshelf? Is that these like papers right in front of me?
Yeah, there's journals, histories, some of them are just dead ends and crap. But yeah, you guys can take whatever you want. There's skulls, ritual daggers, anything of value I would have been very particular about. But yeah, people also just kind of lived here, so random stuff too.
Yeah. Is there any like extensive like history of this like cult?
Oh yeah, you know they're called the Hand. No, it's kind of a cliche, but it goes with the mouth that feeds. You know the saying, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you." That's kind of where it actually stems from, instead of just a generic hand.
Does it relate to like the other group called the Hand?
You think that these are a very unique band of cultists, while almost all the cultists serve completely and indubitably one mouther. They all recognize each other and help each other in times of need. You also notice that their hand, which typically used to be a stark white, kind of like the hair of this one, has been changed to the color of palm. So I don't know if you would put that together, but I imagine at least one of you would. That it seems that the mouther coat is falling under palm. You are quite literally looking at her foot soldiers that aren't darklings or mouthers.
Oh, I see. So we keep this alive.
Interesting.
Emma will go to Judith and hand her like the book and show her like exactly where it says that, and like these like annals or records.
Great job, little Root. We'll have to go through all this later on a little bit when we have some more time.
He'll also hand you the spell scrolls too.
Okay, I feel like you and Kid Form are much more of a klepto than before. Maybe just a chance now. Thanks.
Let's go.
Okay. This is a joke, isn't it?
He doesn't say anything.
All right, I'll keep it. For you, I'll keep it.
As you scrub the facility, there's only one thing left to do. Are we going to interrogate this guy? What are we doing with this guy? Sorry, I might have missed that.
Yeah, interrogations are probably in order. It's probably gonna take a while for the ship to get here, right?
With the writing from Judith, maybe about an hour because it's close.
Okay. How long would it take for us just to investigate things for the time being?
No, we'll assume it took you like 30 minutes just to double check and scrub the entire facility.
And how long until he wakes up?
I mean, he's been awake for some time. He's just pretending. I mean, pretty obvious.
Okay. Lois would just keep him propped up against like one of the shelves. All right, got a couple questions for you. With your boss down, I suspect that won't be as much of an issue, right?
Boss? Oh, fuck. I thought you people actually knew what you were doing. And Shari is just another soldier like the rest of us.
Good to know.
Of course, we refer to all Mouthers as our liege. You really have no idea about the encroachment of all the Mouthers around Icarus, do you? You really are that damn.
Let's just say it's been a bit.
I'm not even from here.
Fair enough.
Hey.
You give me my freedom, and I'll give you some information. That's a good deal.
Are you
We're
just
not
gonna run
giving
off
you
and be?
shit.
But come on,
You
we
just-
got to be fair here.
We can take you to other places where you will be more than happy to squeal.
And what do I get in exchange for helping you if that is my destination regardless? Listen, I'm trying to work with you, but if you're gonna kill me in the end, it's hardly negotiable, then why help?
Well,
There are
no.
some things worse than death, young man.
Yeah, and Amber will like grab like his hair.
Oh my god.
Death isn't an escape.
People are mad you took a child to fight him out there?
He's the most dangerous one of us all. I'm jesting. I'm jesting.
Oh, okay, see.
Wait, so you still got any of those shrooms?
She pulls out another one. How hungry are you?
That right there will make you itch in places that you never knew existed.
But that's Ruddle. I grew it on my farm.
Oops.
Okay, he's a bit smarter than I gave him credit for.
By the way, you're starting to notice that these cultists, I mean, no real surprise. I hesitate to call them everyday people, but they kind of are. They're just random people who may be a little messed up in the head. But yeah, this dude you have hostage, he appears to be some kind of farmer.
Oh. Why weren't you the leader? You seem actually articulate.
Time thing. Besides, he killed 2 people. I've only killed 1 person.
Who'd you
How
kill?
come?
It was a byproduct. I didn't really kill him, but I sent this guy into Banshori, and Banshori killed him.
That was very rude of you.
I mean, you killed a bunch of my friends. We're just opposing sides. It happens, right?
You were about to say something, Cake?
Yeah, Judith would walk in then and just kind of watch all this going down. And she was gonna say something, and then maybe not yet.
Also, you could tell that all these cultists, even though I said they're kind of like everyday people, but what I mean by that is they could be the librarian at your favorite bookstore. They can blend in anywhere in society because they're still people. They're messed up in the head though. You can tell that they have a tinge of madness in them. So when you're interacting with this guy, even though it's a dire situation, he has a little bit of self-preservation, but a lot less than a normal creature would.
Well, I guess like maybe you think like with the help of the high religion thing, I would understand I would understand that there is some madness there, or just seeing how the manic how they act.
You're proficient or expert? I can't forget religion.
Proficient.
Okay, give me one more. Oh, I'll do it. Give me one more check, and we'll see. Because you've studied about the Mouthers, but how it affects and interacts with the people. Let's see if you've gotten to that just yet.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Religion. Here we go. Oh, you do not have an advantage this time.
No.
7 is not going to cut it. I think that you
Okay.
understand, but not enough.
I think. Well, then maybe we. How about we don't have to take his eyeballs out, because that might be a little drastic. But we can at least, blindfold him, gag him, and then we take him up to see maybe our doctor to get him all cleaned up of anything that might ail him. Then maybe afterwards, then he might be able to have some information.
Wait, hold on. I'm more than willing to tell you everything you need to know.
Okay.
But I don't want something far worse than death, which that sounds like it. Don't want that. If you're gonna lock me up, just keep this goddamn kid away from me.
That can be
Okay.
arranged.
Okay. Now, I don't know a lot. Bear with me. I'm a part of Palm's army. The surrounding Mouthers are getting ready to attack Icarus. They were waiting for a larger fleet, but now that the city's injured, they will attack it far sooner. And her most important part of her plan is, oh fuck, the fire! It burns! Fuck! Oh fuck! No! It takes so long! He died.
Good to know, though, that still stays in effect after the mouth is gone.
Alright, well, now we need to make sure Icarus knows what's in store for it now.
Yeah. At least we won't be caught off as God. What did I just say? Caught off as.
Going to
I,
Asgard.
I cannot English right now.
No,
There we go.
Related to Thor, or
To the Bifrost.
I just saw a guy get like burned to death. Okay.
Aria takes her book out of her satchel. She's going to open it up and real quick write in there to Apollo. Palms moving on Icarus while it's weak. She's just gonna leave it at that.
Excellent. So there's probably many things to discuss, but what the hell did I say? Shall I move you back to the airship? We'll end briefly over there. If you guys are ready, we'll assume Judith did her thing and summoned it.
I'm down.
Good.
Yeah.
I think we've found just about everything we need.
By the time that arrives, the spirit will be gone, but Oof would ask you if you guys can just drop him off. He's not too much out of the way.
Of course.
Sweet, and you guys get back high time flying. Feels pretty good to take out 2 tier 2 routers and get a lot of magic components. More importantly, you guys made it look easy.
Did somebody write all of that loot down on the party loot?
Yeah, I got it.
Whoa, it's going upside down.
Oh god, not again, Minerva.
How do you do it? How do I flip this thing?
Going for a loop.
It flipped everything but the ship.
Yeah, I know. As you guys are flying off into the night, since it's not day anymore, eventually you drop near the grove. That you're not. Minerva will tell you that she can't fly over the grove just for protective reasons and Mother Nature's rules. You never know when a hostile creature might use that disguise to fly over it. But she flies around the grove, dropping off. Oof tells you all, until I see you next time. Excuse me, friends, but I will be cleaning myself until we meet again.
Look forward to it, my friend.
It's been a pleasure.
Best of luck.
Pleasure having mine. Runs off into the woods. Your final moments of the session as the ship takes off back towards Mother. But we will most certainly get a long rest, which you guys can all achieve between now and next session. Final moment, we'll do top down, left, right on this map. So that's going to start with Rut and end with Sora. Young Rut.
Me? well, in the meantime, I would say he probably took one of the ceremonial daggers, just so we can have two daggers for the moment instead of a dagger and a big ass sword. So he has like the sword on his back. He's like kind of like removing like the gems off of the dagger.
Okay,
And
excellent.
probably the hilt and the pommel too.
So
That's all I'm doing.
That's all you're doing? Okay, cool. So while you're doing that, finally probably tired because energetic kid, maybe finally you're crapping out. In any case, Lewis.
Lewis, at this point, starting to get used to the motion sickness slightly, not by much, is just like sitting against the railings toward the bottom, just like on the floor to just rest as he leans back and rest up a little bit while the flight's going on, and just stares up at the sky as we continue moving on. And that image that he saw during the fight flashes once more of that orc that he'd met as a kid, of the question that orc posed of becoming a hero. Can't believe I forgot. Guess it's just been a wild ride since I started. And as the curse has grown, he starts to hear that voice one more time. Don't fool yourself. You know better than I that you're still nothing more than a fool. You could try to hide it all you want, but you know better. And Lewis's smile would fade just a tad. But he started to remember his purpose just a little bit more than he was before. Thanks to a certain light user's help. As they continue on flying toward Mother.
Fly you do. Another set of eyes rested on you. Judith, you found a moment.
Judith is just going to, she'll just be mostly going over the papers that the head cultist guy had, and looking over that stuff, and looking over a few things, and kind of staying away from everybody. She'd give a few glances to God, I can't pronounce her name right now, Sakura.
Aria.
Ria. She'd give a couple glances to Ria every now and then, but just because she was just thinking about something, and then she'd kind of go back and do her own thing.
Excellent. I already said Minerva's bit, so Aria.
Well, her instinct is to go check on people. She's not used to falling unconscious very often, so she's going to stay to herself. But she's going to take out her book and she's going to write one more message in it. Thanks to you and, in parentheses, the bard I'm with, my life was spared. Once again, I owe you my gratitude. And then she smiles, looks at the page, and will eventually close it. And then she'll just look up into the sky, which we're above the clouds, so I imagine the sky is as clear as can be with stars shining in it.
Something beautiful.
She just takes it in, a sight that she hasn't gotten to see. I was going to say never saw before, but they saw it before on Mother's, but it's still new.
Yeah. And as you take that sight in, there's one last voice of the night. Close out the session for us, Sora.
So you would find Sora laying out on top here, as Daria would look up to the sky and stars. Sora has been looking up there for a while as she's been resting, What is the phase of the moon at the moment?
3/4 full. What is the proper term for 3/4 full?
Mm-hmm. So almost about to be full?
Yes. I don't know if there's a proper term for that or not.
I forgot. It's too many phases.
I know it's waxing and waning, but I can't remember which one is going less and which one's going more.
I think waning is when the moon starts to disappear, but waxing is when it starts appearing.
Something like that.
So it's waxing, and maybe it's waning, but as far as you're concerned, it's 3/4 full. So.
Okay.
I think it's waxing.
As she recounts through the day of fighting two insanely scary and powerful creatures, she still made it out on top, but there's a sense of there's something missing to this day. As the stars just seem to move quickly as they work through the air, she looks to the moon and would slowly close her eyes, trying to focus herself the ways she reached out to her master, the ways she reached out to Ogobas and Mother Nature. She puts out this intent as she goes into this meditative state of just something simple for our friend Phoenix. We shall grow strong together.
We shall. I want to thank you all for playing tonight's episode, fans from the past, episode 31. Congratulate you guys on taking down 2 Mouthers in one day at tier 2. And I want to say goodbye to the stream. Everybody say goodbye to the stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye-bye.
Bye, stream.
It's your boy Falcon.
Bye.
And I'm flying out. Yeah, that's cringe, but I'm going to never stop. With that said, I'll see the rest of you in 30 seconds. Time for me to roll credit.
Out of fear, we kept running, tried to hide away. Can you hear? War is coming, beckoning our fate. This is the day that we stand up. This is the day we fight. We'll take our place, we won't give in. Our victory's in sight. Only a sword in our hand, but we enter the lion's den. We're not waiting for a war.